here we go. Hey, 8% Virtual is going to be live this Friday and Saturday, all right, if you're one of the speakers speaking 8% Virtual and you get tagged in this or you're joining this and you want to be on this with me for a few minutes, email Cassidy at CodyAskins.com. She will send you, Cassidy at CodyAskins.com, she will send you a private StreamYard link to join this, all right? We are going live right now on YouTube and Facebook to talk about how 10,000 agents will be on this to celebrate, to help you level up, okay? How do you get 10,000 people on a virtual conference, right? I know how, and it's because you keep bringing value to an industry that freaking needs it, man. I just got back from the Medicare conference this weekend. Unbelievable. I love events. There's a power in events. Like, events changed my life 3 years ago, okay? I first paid to go to an event in St. Louis, Missouri. That was a sales training event, probably 9 to 10 years ago. Okay, Life Insurance Academy, email Cassidy so she can give you the link to join this specific live right now, okay, to talk with me, okay? I want to talk about how events have changed my life. I paid to go to a sales training event 10 years ago, drove to St. Louis, spent 2 or 3 days diving into sales training content. And because of that event, I became a better salesperson, right? Because of Brian Tracy and his audiobook, The Art of Closing the Sale, I became a better sales person. 3 years ago, going to 10X, I paid 15 grand. I became a better business owner, right? I became a better promoter. I became a better coach. I became a better help. Like, now our entire focus at CA, okay, at CA is helping someone making 6 figures get to 7. Because a lot of people don't know how to get to 7 figures. Everybody feels like, dude, I can get to 6, right? Because getting to 6 figures is easy, whether you believe it or not. Okay, I'm telling you, getting to 6 figures is one of the easiest things you can ever do. Like, getting to 7 is a whole nother story that you may or may not know something about. Okay, but getting to 7 is not as hard as you think. Now, we've just learned how to get to 8. How do we get to 8? I just learned that this year, because we just did over $1 million in total company revenue from all the companies I have equity in, January of 2021, the first month of this year, right? So now I'm like, dude, how do I get to 9? How do I learn from others to get to 9? Now, we're going to talk about all this and more on the 8% Nation virtual conference, which is totally free, by the way. So make sure you register. But I'm asking for your help, okay? Because I want to blow this thing up. I'm going to do everything in my power the next 72 hours to get an additional, because we need to get to 10,000, we need 3,000. Okay, I'm going to do everything in my power to get the other 3,000 of you on the 8% Nation virtual conference. We got 30,000 on YouTube. Everyone you know needs to be a part of this event. For 2 full days, I'm going to drain all of my energy. I'm going to pour everything into you and amazing speakers like Roger Short and other people, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Tom Hegna. We're spending over 100 grand on this event because we know we're spending an additional. I told the team, I said, hey, put another 20 grand into this over the next 72 hours. I said, because I don't even care what it takes. I want this thing to fly off and help people. My number one goal is to help every insurance agent in the world. I can't do that if you don't show up for 8% Virtual Friday at 9 a.m. for the pre-show. Who knows what happened on the pre-show? And then also Saturday at 10 a.m., 9 a.m. on the pre-show as well. Okay, this thing kicks off Friday at 9 and Saturday at 9, both for the pre-show. Mr. Joe, Miss Sandy, Mr. Christian. Okay, if you're watching this, here's my challenge to you. If you have a team, get the whole freaking team registered for this thing. Because I can guarantee you, if it changed my life, it can change theirs. If it changed my life, it can change yours. Okay, if you have a company and you have staff and you have agents and you have downlines, whatever, right? Get the whole company registered for this event. You got an IMO, you got an FMO, you got a KMO, whatever else freaking acronyms the insurance industry wants to come up with, right? You got an MLM or a KPM or I don't know, you got a pyramid scheme, whatever you got, man. Get everyone that's a part of that registered for this event. Why? Because events have changed my life and it's going to change yours. And as my buddy Roger is saying on YouTube, man, get a watch party started when this thing goes down. Get a watch party. Also, you might as well get a watch party started now because it's about to be an insane crazy party Friday and Saturday. And I want everyone you know to be a part of this event because it changed my life and it's going to change yours. If you're in a Facebook group, share this to the Facebook group right now. Okay, maybe we'll get the live stream up to 10,000 people live watching it. Who knows, man? You never know, right? That's the problem with a lot of people is you think way too small. People that want to do something big in the world, man, they don't limit their thinking by just their brain or the people they're around or the way they're thinking right now. They want to do something insane and they want to do it often and get crazy. Like I woke up in a mood today, an incredible mood to push and drive this thing to 10,000 registrants for 8% Virtual 2021. I will always do whatever it takes. I will continue to show up because the show must go on, right? I'm excited to see Mr. Chris Ball on there. Excited. He's going to be a part of this event, which is amazing, buddy. Thank you. Okay, Marcus. Come on now, Marcus. You know someone that needs to be a part of 8% Virtual. Okay, you know somebody that needs to be a part of this event. Right now, I also, if you're speaking and you want to join the StreamYard and hang out and talk to me for a few minutes, email Cassidy@CodyAskins.com for the private backstage link to jump in with me, okay? 8% Virtual 2021. We first started this event because last year, everyone was like scared of doing events. And I said, we're going to shock the world last year. I said, we're going to do a virtual event. Okay, we had 3,000 on it last year in April. And I said, not only are we going to do a virtual event and surprise everyone, make everybody think we're going virtual, which I would not ever do, by the way, we're still going to do a live one. And we did, right? Post-COVID, we're the only conference in the insurance industry that happened in 2020. That will go down in history. People will think about us forever because we shocked the world. We did something different and unique, and we showed up and did it anyway because in your life, the show must go on. Okay, thank you, Sandy. Please share this thing out this morning or this afternoon, this evening, wherever you're watching from. Okay, it's 11:24 a.m. in Springfield, Missouri right now. And I want to challenge you to be a part of this. The reason why we call it 8% is 92% of insurance agents fail, only 8%. Only 8% are successful in this thing and are part of this thing. Everybody wants to get to 6 figures. I'm the dude that's going to help you get to 7. And the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is you got to show up to the events, man. You got to get around big time people. You got to get around these incredible speakers. You got to get around people doing something at a pace in which that you want to do it, right? Because most people don't move and scale with insane amounts of speed and focus on helping others in an insane amount of way, constantly, crazily, and forever. Okay, so here's what I'm going to challenge you. Okay, we need 3,000, probably less now. Okay, but we need 3,000, and I need your help. I'm going to keep pushing on this the next 3 days, next 72 hours. Okay, I'm going to show up at your house. I'm going to invite your brother and your mom and your sister and all your agents. Okay, whatever you got. So please do me the favor of making sure that everyone you know knows about this. Okay, and that everyone you know is on this event. Because I can guarantee you it has the ability to change their life forever. Now, I would be a little naive if I said, hey, this event's going to change your life forever. No question about it. At the end of the day, it's going to give you the mindset, the ideas, the strategy is going to challenge you in a big way. However, only person that can change your life is you. Because it all starts with you. I've been speaking a lot lately. I've been talking about how, hey, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Okay, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. I believe it's up to you today. I believe that it's up to you to also make sure that everyone knows about this event because it's going to be live Friday and Saturday with Brian Tracy, who is the GOAT of sales. I first listened to his book, unbelievable dude, unbelievable book, unbelievable content. He's changed the game forever, and I'm going to interview him, you, me, and Brian Tracy. Just the 3 of us interviewing him. Can you imagine what's going to happen? What's going to say? What questions we're going to ask? What questions you're going to tell me to ask, right? You never know what's going to happen. Okay, not only Brian Tracy, which is going to be unbelievable. Okay, Brian Tracy's the GOAT. He's incredible. He's amazing. Who's excited to hear Brian Tracy speak? I mean, come on now. Come on now. Also, Mr. Les Brown. Mr. Les Brown, who's the GOAT of motivational speaking. In my opinion, he's probably the best speaker and storyteller to ever hit the stage. Boom. Period. Ever. The dude is insane. Okay, I'm trying to to up my game so I can get on the Les Brown level one day. Okay. And I'm excited to interview him. Okay. Mr. Marcus, Mr. Curtis. Okay. I'm excited to Harold. What's up, buddy? I'm excited to interview Les Brown on Friday or Saturday this weekend. So I'm telling you, I'm going to keep bringing it strong. I'm going to keep bringing the speakers. I'm going to keep doing whatever it takes. I'm going to keep showing up in your life. I'm going to keep showing up in your inbox. I'm going to keep showing up on Facebook. I'm going to keep showing up on YouTube. I'm going to keep showing up on Instagram. I'm going to keep showing up on TikTok. I'm going to keep showing up on whatever else the freaking platform they come out with. But for you to change your life, you got to show up. Okay. So I'm going to give you the opportunity for you to learn what you need to learn and know what you need to know for everything to get better in your life and for you to go up and to show up and to make a lot more money and to freaking kill it, Christian Gardner. However, okay, if you don't show up, it doesn't matter how much I show up. But guess what? Even if you have an ego and you're holding yourself back, like I'm not registered for that free event, right? I'm not giving them my email or my last name, right? Which is insane, by the way. Okay. I know that you have to show up. It's all up to you. If it's meant to be, it's up to me, right? It's all up to you. For everything to change, you got to change. And some of you will be like, dude, I'm not changing today, man. I'm not doing it. Okay. I don't need this working out mess. I don't need this product stuff. I don't need Les Brown or Brian Tracy or Cody Askins or anybody else to help me be successful, right? But Deshaun, I'm telling you, man, you need what we're going to be delivering for free on Friday and Saturday. So again, I'm coming to you and I'm getting crazy and insane. I'm getting worked up and you guys are getting my blood pressure worked up, right? I'm going to probably have a stroke. Either way, I'm going to keep talking. Okay. They'll revive me while I stand here. 8% virtual is live to 10,000 this weekend. It's a virtual conference, Teresa. She's excited. It's a virtual conference for you, for your agents, for your people, for your staff, for your team, for your company, for the industry, to make sure that you have the greatest year you've ever had in 2021. However, if you don't show up, if you don't tell everyone, if you don't share this out, if you don't share the link, if you don't do your part, nothing will change. Nothing will change. Okay. Roger's like, dude, Life Insurance Academy is representing, baby. Come on now. I love that. I love that. Come on now. Roger and Chris are speaking, by the way. Okay. Which is huge. Gardner, dude, you got to invest in yourself, man. You ain't lying. Okay. Parker, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing great. Justin Brock's jumping in here. Okay, let him in because he's keeping it virtual. There he is, down in Tupelo. Big old Tupelo. What's up, JB?
What's up, man?
Dude, are you ready or are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm coming off of being ready. I'm ready to get ready again, man.
Are you recovering or are you ready?
Man, I'm trying to get in here and get back to capitalize on this high energy to roll right into 8% virtual and keep that high energy up, man.
That's it, dude. I was just telling him about how unbelievable the Medicare conference was. You and your team did it first class, killed it, crushed it, pulled it off.
That was all said.
It was all said, man, dude. I love it. I love said, man. It was unbelievable. Okay, so thank you for letting me be a part of it, number one.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me be a part of 8% virtual, buddy.
Dude, anytime, man. I mean, shoot, we're gonna be doing stuff forever. What is it about events for you, man? That's like, dude, events have changed my life. How do you feel about events?
Dude, you know what's his name? Said Goobers. That's right, Tony Merwin.
Come on, T-Mer.
So what it is for me, honestly, you know, first of all, it keeps me energized. It keeps me, that's my number one. I got to put it up here because I'm on the phone. Number one, it keeps me super energized, keeps me from experiencing the burnout. Back when I was an agent on the road on my own with nobody to really share wins with, I didn't have that. So going to events and being plugged into communities online has really helped keep me energized. Number two, it's, you know, getting there and taking, like what Josh Lustig said, one thing away or one thing from each person away, one small thing that can help increase everything. So if you improve 1% every day, that's 365% a year, right? So if I take one thing away from 20, speakers or sponsors, that's 20% increase, right? Well, when I go, I also always seem to pick up one thing that's not even necessarily from a speaker, just from getting in the room and meeting people. Met a guy, give him a shout out on here, Enrique Sandoval. You've probably seen him on Facebook before, up in Chicago area. Met him it's my conference, right? But I'm just communicating with everybody. Meet this guy. He makes one connection for us that could be huge for our agency. just that one little connect, something I never even thought about that's working for him. He's nice enough to share that information with me, and it's a huge thing. And that's the way the industry is. Like, you get in those rooms, the people that show up at those things are so, sharing. And so to be able to do it virtually and in person for 8% is awesome, because you're going to take away, little things and feel like you're part of something. And it's really going to get everybody amped up, I think, about getting in the room at the official 8% in July, which we will be there for sure.
Yeah, you will, man. Yeah, you will. I mean, it's crazy. We look back over these last few years, right? And for those joining, man, you have to register for this event, 8percentvirtual.com. We're 3,000 away, probably like 2,996 away now from hitting 10K. Okay, so we're pushing like crazy. How insane is that, by the way? 10,000 people participating virtually all at one time. I'm
just excited to be a part of it. I think, several years from now, we're going to be doing 100,000.
Come on now.
Wait, is that sounds like something I've heard before. 10x, maybe?
10x, baby.
That'll be awesome. Awesome. Well, some of the people you got on there are just like legends, Les Brown, Brian Tracy. Tom Hegna is on an ad on every one of my YouTube videos. I go to watch my own YouTube video to see the traction it's getting. Tom Hegna there every time.
Dude,
so
you're gonna have to reach out to Tom and be like, dude, okay, now let's get an agreement. All right, give me some of this money you're making off of leveraging my YouTube.
Yeah, for real. So he's definitely doing well on the YouTube ads, and I'm excited to see him speak at 8% Virtual, because I need to know what he's all about.
That's right, dude. That's right, man. I love it. Nate's on, but his video's not on yet, so Dylan hasn't brought him up yet. So what would you say if someone's out there and they're like, hey, I haven't got my entire company to register yet? What would you say? What would you tell them?
Okay, so obviously, me, I bring a bunch of my crew to 8%. You saw a bunch of them at our conference this year. They all come back fired up from these events. They're all investing in themselves, pulling, if you want to get your team to invest in leads and strategy and, concepts and infrastructure, when your team's doing that, that's money straight out of your pocket. So if you have a team and you're investing, but you're like trying to keep your team from seeing it, as long as you're creating good opportunity for your team, there's no reason not to share in all the things that keep you fired up. So I'd have them all registered.
That's right. That's where it is, man. That's where it is. I love it. Good.
Good, buddy. Well, I'm going to hop off here soon, man, because I got somebody out. We're actually trying to hire somebody right now. It's in the lobby waiting for me to talk to them. But we, really appreciate being part of 8% Virtual. Really appreciate you guys being a part of Medicare Con and Medicare Gurus. So I hope I know it's going to be a hit, and I can't wait to see everybody in person in July.
Boom! Thank you, JB. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, buddy. Bye.
You the man. Love you, said. Come on now. Dude, I love it. Okay. Nate, give Dylan a thumbs up when you want him. There you are, dude. You're with us now, man.
I don't know. I look pretty homeless right now.
Dude, you know what? You went from homeless to 7 figures, so you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, just a little bit of back struggles. So I'm looking a little homeless. So we're trying to figure it out. Got the stand-up desk in order and everything else. So
I love it, man. How sick is this event going to be?
Oh, I'm fired up about it. You talk about some big names you got on there. That's crazy. Les Brown. I don't know. I start listing them all. I'm sure you got them on there. One of the things I love about events like this and what you're doing and what you're putting on is that I had to come to the realization that I can't be everything to everybody. Does that make sense? And although that we, feel like we may have gotten to a point where, hey, look, I know how to do this. I know how to do all this stuff, but not everyone's going to resonate with you. Not everyone's going to follow your voice or your leadership style, whatever the case may be. And so I struggled with that for many, many years because I came from an environment where it was that person was every piece of the puzzle to everyone, if that makes sense. So what I love about this is that when I gave up that, I guess you'd maybe call it control, and there's a difference between control versus influence, which I learned, right? There's control, there's influence. So when I started becoming more of an influence, I can be a certain piece of the puzzle to their picture they're putting together, so to speak. But I got to be okay with allowing other people. And I see a struggle in this with a lot of teams and leadership is they're afraid to allow other people to speak into their agents or into their team. And I understand it because I used to be that way. But now I want to kick myself in the face for not figuring out earlier that I'll get way more traction on putting my organization and team in front of these people that you have coming on, because a lot of them will resonate and learn the principles, because the principles are the same. We all teach the same stuff. We do it in different stories. We teach it different ways, but they're universal, right? Every successful person, like a Justin Brock, like a Marlon Faulkner, like a you, like a Brad Hannon. I would start naming names. They're going to say, you didn't say my name. That's dangerous, right?
That's going to happen.
We all do the same thing, right? We all show up. We all make sure that we follow through our commitments. We don't let we control our environment instead of being controlled by our environment. We don't let outside influences dictate where we're going to wind up or whether we're going to hit our goals or not. So we all do the same thing. It's just awesome to be able to have other people speak into your team and to your agents. And when I started doing that, that's when my team would explode and started taking much traction. And it takes a lot of weight off your shoulder too, right? Because now I don't feel like I think somebody you had at one of your masterminds said, if you are the business, you don't have a business, right? I think it was Josh Lang. He said, if you are the business, and lack of better words, like if you're that deciding factor, that you're that big a piece of the puzzle in the business, you don't even have a business. And that was a wake-up call, or should be a wake-up call for a lot of us, is that, how can I have a functional business where I'm in it, but if I step away from it, it continues to operate without me, and that's the beauty of having events like this, because all you got to do is become a good promoter. When I started working with Marlon Faulkner, he was struggling in sales. He was struggling doing getting his business issue paid. He was struggling with his persistency rate. And I said, if you want to build an organization, that you have a learning curve, right? You can start learning that. Just start putting butts in the seats.
That's right.
The best promoter wins, right? In my opinion, you're one of the best promoters. You win. Grant Cardone, one of the best promoters. He wins. Not Larry King. Who's the guy with the really crazy hair, the boxing promoter that promoted Tyson and all those other, you guys think I know what he's talking about. He wins, right? Yep. The circus guy, Ringley's brother, he's promoted the circus. He wasn't in the circus. He wasn't taming the tigers. He wasn't. And so I learned in a very long time too, I don't have to become great if I can become a good promoter. Right. And so this is so important to promote this event. Put butts in the seats, get yourself out of the way, and let the system do its work for you. So
and let the big dog eat, baby. Come on.
That's right, buddy. That's right. I don't care how good I think I am. I ain't no Les Brown. I'll tell you right now. I know Brian Tracy, right? I mean, like, I can't. Those guys are legends. So put people in front of them.
That's going to level me up in such a big way, just to be around those freaking names, like getting to literally sit there and ask them questions one-on-one. I mean, how insane and sick and crazy and unbelievable and ridiculous and amazing and insane, incredible and amazing and ridiculous and insane, amazing, incredible and ridiculous is that going to be?
It is. It's going to be.
Nuts, man. What are you most excited to learn from, because you're a speaker, I'm a speaker. What are you most excited to learn from, let's just say, a Les Brown, who's probably the GOAT of freaking speaking? He spoke to 80,000 Amway people at Georgia now. I mean, come on now. Don't get any bigger than that. That's freaking nuts, okay? For those joining, register for this virtually right now. It's going to be free. It's live Friday, Saturday. What are you excited most to as far as a Les Brown, for example?
Well, anytime I get around big-time people like that who have made a legend, more than a career, has made a legend of speaking, I love, because, if you come to our SWAT trainings, I talk about the subconscious mind. I also talk about the different personality traits, everything else. And they all pretty much know that. I love to watch them, see how they work a crowd or work a room, and how they speak, their tonality, not just exactly what they're saying, but really how are they reaching out to those individuals and hitting those different personalities and being able to speak into their lives. So it's like going to watch Michael Jordan play at a basketball camp, and you're a basketball player. Some people, depending on the level you're in, are going to be just in awe. And then, you may be a big time basketball player and you're watching other things. You know what I'm saying? You're going, okay, great. How's he warming up before the game? As opposed to just how's he playing at the game? So that's what I get excited about. That's why I love people go, oh, I already heard him speak. Okay, you're missing it. If you're a pro basketball player, oh, I saw Michael Jordan play. It's not about seeing him play. It's what does he do? How does he read a defense? How does he incorporate the offense? What happens when he's down in the game? How does he show up better? Just watching him warm up is completely different than if you ever watch Michael Jordan warm up in front of a game, he just did things that most people didn't do. Or even like a Steph Curry now, after the game, he'll go shoot 103, three-pointers because he said, hey, I want to learn how to shoot it when I'm most tired, so that when I'm in the game, I'm not near that tired, then I'm going to be way better at shooting them. So again, the simple thing is just watching these superstars and how they communicate and to a whole nother level.
Yep, that's right. I mean, and also it's true too, because like your team, you speak to your team, I may speak to your team, and they'll hear. We could say the same thing, and they'll hear it differently, right? You come to speak to my team, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Nate's amazing," and I'm like, "Did he just repeat everything I've been saying for 3?" Right? You know what I mean?
It's dead on. It's dead on. And then it used to bother me too, because they'd be like, not this particular example, but what you're saying, they'd be like, Cody, and that Cody Askins taught me boom, boom, boom. Like, yeah, I've taught you that for 5 years, every day, every conference call. Like all of a sudden now, Cody, it used to bother me. Then I realized it's, if you read the Bible, a prophet's never welcome in his own hometown.
That's right.
He's never welcome in his hometown. And that doesn't mean in a bad way, but the more familiar people are with you, the less they listen to you. I always tell that story about a lady who came home, and this was not a joke, it's a real story. Her husband was a doctor, and she started saying, I'm not feeling well. And she told him what she was feeling. And he said, I think you need to go get checked out for this. No, that's not. Oh, you're this type of doctor, not that type of. She spent 2 years visiting, I think it was over 30 doctors to find out that the diagnosis came out to be exactly what her husband said that she should have gotten checked out for. But they're married. There's not, that respect is gone. So again, when you have this trust, you have to be able to put people in front of them that are going to teach the same principles that you match up with to allow that respect to get in there, and then be okay with it.
That's right.
I cash checks, not credibility. I get direct deposits in my bank account, and not someone says, hey, Cody Askins taught me this. Well, great. Awesome. How about we get checks running? How about we get our business going? So the more I can help my guys become productive by plugging them into this stuff, that's why I went to 8% Nation. That's why we're going to 8% Nation again. That's why we're on the virtual last time. We're on the virtual this time. So, just get them in front of other people that can speak into them, because it'll free up you, and it'll increase the productivity of your business tenfold, if not 100-fold. So it's gonna be What are you most excited about?
Dude, I want to know what it feels like. 2 things. Number one, and then one more question, and then I'll bring up Roger. Okay, so leave Roger down there for a second, Dylan. But he looks sharp. He looks amazing, and we're about to bring him up. Okay.
I'm lucky to be on. I just saw an email pop up. I had no idea what we were doing. Anything. It just popped up.
But that's what I love about you, man. You're like, I'm in. Okay.
I would have done my hair. I would have put something in my hair. But
a lot of us are like, dude, I want to know what it feels like, what X feels like. Okay, what X feels like, whatever that is in your life, like if you guys are watching, like what is X for you? I want to know what it feels like to have 10,000 people watching something at one time. That's what I want to feel. Okay, that's what I want to feel. Now, Nate, how do we make sure that we hit the 10,000 person goal? What does Nate need to do the next 72 hours?
Oh, look at this! Put me on the spot there, huh? It's already in the process. When I got your email today. Let's hit 2,000. So link got sent out to the group. It's actually on what's Friday and Saturday, or Saturday? Yeah, is that right?
Friday and Saturday. That's right.
Link already went out to the team. Text message went out to the team. We were promoting in our last call. And then what I would encourage is, and this takes a little bit of work, but individual calls. You can do it in 2-3 minutes. Individual call goes with social. Okay, you know me, with social media and all this stuff, and everyone on like, getting a note from somebody, a letter in the mail, or even a personalized, Christmas card from you meant a lot, because I'm like, wow, okay, it's great for you to say Merry Christmas, everyone, and your picture of you with your beautiful wife in front of your Christmas tree, but to open up a card that you took time to put in an envelope and write out and hand write something to me, I was like, oh wow, I mean, that makes me feel really special. A personal phone call goes a long way these days.
Yes.
Just picking up the phone. Hey, listen, are you registered for the 8% Nation Con? I just want to make sure you got it. Did you click the link? Are you registered? No? Okay. Can you get it done today? Yeah. Okay, great. Boom. You can make 50 calls in 30 minutes, an hour. So anytime we're promoting for conferences, I just made 4 calls for the conference that I have coming up personally, just to see where they're at. Just get them on the phone. Hey, just thinking about you. I sent out a link. Did you get it? We're doing this virtual conference. I want you to be on it. There's some big names on there. You got Les Brown, you got Brian Tracy, you got the goats of personal development, sales. Can we get registered? Did you get it done yet? Oh, I didn't see the email. Yeah, okay, great. How about the text? No, I missed that too. Okay, great. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Are you in front of your phone? Okay, great. Text it to them. register. And so again, and if we're not doing that, and again, if you look at it from your own selfish standpoint, do it for your people to be able to get them on and learn, not just so Cody Askins could hit 10,000 people, even though that would be something that I would, and certain personalities would love to push for, because we know that's what you want. And we all want that. So personal phone calls, as I would say, besides just all the blasting and the posting and, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for being a part of it. And thank you for sharing it out to the world. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, thanks for having me on. I don't know how that happened, but thanks for sending me an email.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Okay. Give it up for Nate. I love Nate. Let's bring up Roger, man. Let's get Roger Short in the house.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me okay?
Dude, we can, man. We can. We love you. We see you. I spent some time with you the last couple weeks. This dude is incredible. He's special.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. You're so nice.
Dude, your whole team's special too, man. Your family, everybody. It's you know what I've noticed, man? Special people hang out with special people.
They do. They do.
And they attract other special people.
They do. They do. Big people like getting around big people. Big ideas are shared. Big ideas are imparted. Big ideas are created when good people get in the rooms with other good people, especially in inspirational places. And Friday and Saturday is going to be an inspirational place. It's going to be an inspirational place online for you to get in. Man, I was so excited, Cody, not only just to be a part of the event this coming weekend, but to be a part of the live event in Dallas. We're pumped about that. You were the only one to pull off a live event last year. Like I've told you before, man, I got to respect you. Like you just keep putting it out there. You keep putting it out there. And like you said, you keep showing up. No matter who's showing up, you're going to show up. And so we were impressed with the production last I guess it was September in Dallas. I know it was postponed a couple times, man, but you pulled off an unbelievable event. Thanks. Major speakers, Inky Johnson. I mean, just blew me away right out of the gate. I was like, oh my gosh, this sets the stage. And now this coming Friday and Saturday, man, to have Les Brown on there, dude, that's one of the guys I told you when we were together in Nashville at Coach Burt's event last week. I mean, Les Brown was one of the guys who put me on the whole entrepreneurial track that it's not over until I win. I mean, I still got the cassette tape. I'm old enough, Cody. I'm old enough. Yes, I have a cassette tape in my office at my house. And I still got it. I don't have a cassette tape player, though, I don't think. But I kept the tape. And I've got that tape by Les Brown. It's not over until I win. And I was in one of those arenas with 50,000 plus when he walked on stage and delivered that talk and a standing ovation. I mean, these are legendary people. Brian Tracy, just phenomenal. So just to be positioned against and with alongside of these people, the platform, Cody, that you've created, you and your team, has been a phenomenal one. It's been a great journey, man, watching you build this thing and build the energy. Your passion's undeniable. Your energy is unquestionable. And 8% Nation is rising. It's like that. It's like that Batman movie, man. You know, the Batman movie where Bane, right? Dark Knight Rises. And they're in the airplane and they're looking at it. And he says, no, you got to go down with the plane. He said, is the fire started? He goes, the fire rises in the plane. It's my favorite scene. I'm like, so I feel like this 8% thing is this fire rising. And so it's been a really cool journey. We're excited, man. Life Insurance Academy to be a part of it. Chris and I will be on there bringing some bombs and bringing some nuggets from our experience. And we're just excited to be on. We've been promoting it hard, and we're going to continue to do so.
It's going to be unfreaking believable. What can they expect when they register for free right now at 8percentvirtual.com and they listen to Roger and Chris, man? What can they expect when they listen to you this weekend?
We're giving a talk this weekend, and I don't know which day. You've got it scheduled for, so I guess we need to be ready for both days. So
we'll give a sneak peek away right now for those that are watching. Roger's on Saturday.
Oh, I'm on Saturday. Cool. So we've got we're giving a talk that if agents apply, we're giving a training talk So there's enough people doing the motivational thing, right? You got Les Brown and Brian Tracy. You got some big powerhouses. I'm not going to try to come and bring motivation over the top of that. So we're actually bringing what we do best, and that is educating agents on how to level up their game, how to take their business to the next level, how to increase their sales, maximize their profits, expand their impact, maybe learn some new processes in doing that. And so we're going to bring some sales strategies that I believe, I am 100% convinced of this. I'm 100% convinced of this, Cody, that if people will implement the 4 things that we're going to teach them, we got 4 things we're going to teach them on Saturday. If agents will implement it, it will add an extra 30 to 40,000 to their bank account this year. 30 to 40,000, that one session this year.
Boom! I mean, think about it, guys. Like, you're watching now, you're like, okay, should I go? Should I go? Should I do? The answer is yes. However, if you register for free and Roger and Chris from Life Insurance Academy hand you a check for $30,000 to $40,000 just for showing up, would you show up? That's the real question. Okay, that's good.
And we're going to give them free downloadable resources. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. We got crazy with it. We started doing. I mean, our team is still right now here pumping out stuff that they're going to be able to download and get free access to on the spot. So it's going to be some pretty cool material that people get access to.
It's going to be awesome with a capital A, man. What have events meant to you over the years, by the way? Because you've been to a lot. Also, Les Brown spoke to 8. It was 80,000 there.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It was life-changing. It's life-changing. It's when you get in an arena and you get connected to other people who want to do something with their life. And I don't care whether you're in Medicare sales, final expense sales, if you're doing infinite banking, if you're doing IULs, if you're from another industry in financial services and somehow you found yourself here. Yes. And you are just trying to elevate your game and improve your life and improve your communication skills and abilities, and maybe just dream bigger, man. Just dream bigger for what's possible for you. Because I am driven by the idea of helping other people accomplish things that they didn't think was possible for themselves, to see things better, to do this every day. I mean, we challenge people every day to be a difference maker. I wear it on my wrist, and I challenge people to be one. So, and the only way you can do that is not by keeping your world small. You've got to expand your world. You got to expand your world. And when you get around other people who have bigger thinking, bring fresh ideas. You heard Justin Brock say, I was at this event and this guy brought me one idea, and that one idea, I didn't even think about it, could change your entire business. That's it. What if you came and one idea over 2 days of just sitting and soaking it in? Some of the stuff you're going to need coffee for. Some of the stuff you're going to be like zoned out. You're going to need to go take a bathroom break and you come back. But if you catch one idea, man, just one idea can change your life forever. So this was me, man, back in, after we got married, Rosemary and I, we were broke. We were broke living. So in Toronto, Canada, like the cost of living is so high, the only thing we could afford was a basement apartment. Basement apartment. And that's where Madison, who's now our administrative manager, she runs the show. She's project coordinator. She's doing phenomenal now here with us at the company. She's married. She lives in Cincinnati. But man, when she was born, we were living in a basement apartment, and her little bedroom had no windows. It was like a closet, dude. Oh my! This is where we were, and we were spending money that I didn't know I had. I didn't know if I had to go 5 hours away to go to these events, and we started going to events every month. Every month, we would travel 4 and 5 hours every month to go to an event, and it was life changing. It's where I got exposed to reading books. I don't know if you can see my stack here. Well, let me bring it into view. Well, which way do I have to go here? Look at this. I got these this weekend, but these are books that I've already read. And I went to an event this weekend with Coach Burt and Sharon Lecter, the co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, and the 14 books that followed that, sold over 32 million copies, changed financial literacy and the understanding of liabilities and assets around the world forever, created new language in the financial space. She went on to work for the Napoleon Hill Foundation and produced products like this, 3 Feet from Gold, Outwitting the Devil, right? And to be in the room and sit at the table where the whole cash flow quadrant and have her write a special note to my wife and I about you are a gift to all who know you, to all that is good in the world, Sharon Lecter. And, she was appointed to the President's Council for Financial Literacy, picked up the phone one night in her bathrobe, and it said White House on the phone. And she thought it was the flower shop in Phoenix called White House. She picked up the phone and someone said, yes, this is the White House calling. Can you hold for the president?
Oh, God.
She's like, what? And President George Bush came on and invited her to come to Washington to talk about becoming a part of their advisory council on financial literacy. Dude, she went up there and they actually got new laws enacted to change the rules for credit card companies not to not be allowed on college campuses to rope students into signing up for credit cards right out of high school when they had no clue what they were doing. Because that happened to her son, and he came back at Christmas time with a bunch of debt and infuriated her, and she started this mission of financial literacy. They got laws passed, man. They were there. So I'm in this place with her and Coach Burt. So to speak about events, like that one event leads to another event. And we're in this place, and I'm thinking, I'm still getting wisdom. And Cody, it was you that connected me to Coach Burt.
Yes.
At your event last year. And it was Coach Burt that connected me to Sharon Lecter. And you see how this works? Guys, you get around good people and good things happen. So events, I cannot impart to you enough how important it is to get anybody that you value in your life. I got people back in Canada that I'm getting on this thing. And we can't even sell, well, we could sell our these types of services, but we can't sell the insurance products and services. We're not licensed up there, right? But man, this kind of stuff, I got people back in Canada that are registering for this thing all over. So, man, we're fired up. We cannot wait to be a part of it, and cannot wait to sit and listen. I'm more excited about listening than to see our own, to deliver our own talk. So,
me too. Well, dude, you are unbelievable. I'm excited for you to be a part of it. Okay, our speaker queue is blowing up. Okay, I'm excited to see which of the speakers are next. Dude, I'm just excited for you to be a part of this thing. All right. What Roger, I don't even have to ask you. Like I asked Nate, like, hey, what are you doing, man, to help a brother out? And dude, you've been pumping this thing out like crazy. So thank you. Okay.
Got to keep the hammer down. Got to put the gas all the way down.
Man,
you can't fail if you don't quit.
That's it, man. That's it. Okay. I love it, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Cody, for what you're doing, brother. Keep it up.
You too, man. We will see you Friday.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Check out Roger Short, okay? Give him Roger a round of applause. Thank you for being a part of this program.
Life Insurance Academy, Life Insurance Acad. Check us out on social, Instagram. Hit me up. We got to blow up that Instagram account, Cody. You got to help me with that. Life Insure Acad, Instagram, Facebook. Help me blow it up. And we just got our YouTube thing going, so help us with that.
That's it, man. That's it. Go check that thing out. They interviewed me, and that was one heck of an interview, by the way. Okay.
And we just released that this past week, so it's up there. You can go check it out.
That was so much fun. So we
got our podcast with Coach Burt coming out tomorrow. Coach Burt's going to be speaking this weekend. So excited, man. It's going to be rocking.
Boom. Dude, I love it, man. This is what it's all about, right? Big time people getting around big time people,
Collaboration, man. Dude, learn from the best.
Taking the game to the next level, man. Just crushing it. Okay?
It elevates your game every time. One idea can change your life.
That's it, man. That's it. Man, I love it, dude. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you.
See you. Take care.
You, Roger. Okay, appreciate you, buddy. Okay, I've got several speakers that are part of this thing. They're about to come up. Okay, I'm gonna jump to Sammy for a quick second. All right, Sammy is not a speaker yet, but you never freaking know. Sammy, what's up, buddy? You with me? Okay, it's got you cutting out, man. Internet wise, you with?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, Cody?
There he is. There he is. What's up, buddy? Dude, what are you most excited about for this coming weekend?
Honestly, just listening to your ideas. I love watching your videos. So just honestly listening to you. That's really what I'm interested in.
Where are you at? Where are you at in the world?
I'm in South Florida, Boca Raton, Florida.
Oh, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's nice here. It's nice. It's like sunny, 75 and sunny. Can't complain.
Dude, that's amazing, man. Which speaker are you most excited for? Not me, just a speaker in general.
That's a good question. Putting me on the spot. I'm just really excited to hear what everyone's got to say. There's not really one.
Brian Tracy or Tom Hegna? Brian Tracy or Les Brown? If you had to choose.
Les Brown.
Yeah.
Les Brown.
Isn't it? Yeah, that'll be crazy, man. That'll be awesome. So you're registered for free. It's Friday and Saturday.
I am. Yes.
Have you got some other people registered?
I have not gotten anyone registered. I've talked to some people about you, but I haven't gotten anyone else registered.
Okay, can you hook a brother up? How do we get to
Yes.
10,000, man? Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, I will.
Have we met yet, by the way?
We have not. We have not. Where are you from? Where are
I'm
you?
in
Where are you?
I'm in Springfield, Missouri. It's
Okay.
nice to meet you through this little live stream on StreamYard.
Yeah, definitely.
To meeting you at one of our events. Big
Yeah,
time.
definitely. Thanks for having me.
Dude, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you jumping on. Give it up for Sammy. Thank you so much for stopping by, bro. Okay, thank you, buddy. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, we're gonna keep dropping it like it's hot, bringing it. Okay, I love people jumping in for a couple seconds, real quick. All right, because I'm telling you, this is what it's all about. I may stay on here for 72 hours until this whole thing starts. Right? You never know. Okay, all I know is I want to change the world forever, and this event is gonna do something special. Okay, next up, as we wait for some other of our speakers to jump in, okay, is looks like Mr. Mark. He's driving on a cigar, man. You ready? Oh, I lost him. Okay, I lost him as soon as we had him. All right. Next is oh, there's Mark. Okay, you ready, sir? I don't want to as we bring Mark up. Okay, if we're losing you internet wise. So if we can't get your internet better, he's driving. So you can't get in a wreck because of Cody. All right, I can't be having that. All right. Appreciate you being on here. We're losing internet on Mark. I'm sorry, buddy. The internet is too weak. We're not going to be able to pull you up. I apologize. We tried, and I look forward to seeing you Friday and Saturday. Go tell someone else that they got to be a part of this thing. All right. Justin's down there. Justin B, dude, you ready to come up, my man? Oh, you're muted, or at least I can't hear you on my end for some reason. Okay, so that may be up. How about now? No. All right, we're gonna have to take you down until you can figure that out, man. No worries. Appreciate you being here. Okay, thank you for being a part of this thing. Thank you for being a part of virtual. Okay, this thing is going to blow up, Dylan. We're getting to 10,000 agents to register because at the end of the day, we want to help everyone get to the next level in their life. I mean, talk about it, man. You got Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Tom Hegna. I don't know if I can share. I may try to share this screen so I can show. I haven't actually done this before, but we're going to try it. Okay. Let's try this screen, and then let's make this bigger maybe. Okay. Let's see how this does. All right, Dylan, we're going to try something. Okay. How's that look with me doing it like this, Dylan? Yeah? Okay, so here's the registration page. Go to 8percentvirtual.com to register for free, entirely free. Like you can tell, man, we've got a loaded, sick, crazy lineup. Okay, I'm going to go through the speakers real quick. Pete Fournier, legend. Marlon Faulkner, homeless, $200K a month, straight legend. Christine Austinell, dropping it like it's hot on YouTube all the time. Straight legend. My wife she's more of a legend than me because she keeps me thinking bigger than anybody else. Okay, goes Michael Burt, Justin Brock, Galen Hendricks, JVE, Justin Valmigan, Ryan Palomini, Landon McCarter, Matt Munguia, Henry Stewart, Rebecca Davis, Eric Fio, Roger Short, Nate Offert, my father, Brian Askins, straight legend and a boss. Bradley Hannon, Jeff Root, Brian Tracy, Tom Hegna, Les Brown, and myself, okay, which is going to be absolutely incredible. So let me stop the sharing. There we go. How about that? That worked. Okay, good. Okay. This is, for those that are wondering, this is StreamYard, and we are live streaming on CA Facebook, 8% Facebook, and CA YouTube channel to 30,000 at the moment. Okay, so I am, let's see who we got down here too. Let's see. Dylan, you may have to remove a few people for me. I can't see down below. I think that may be Christian. All right, let's bring up Christian for a second, man. What's up, Christian? How are you, sir?
Doing good, man. How are you?
I am great, buddy. All right, what are you most excited about this weekend?
I have no freaking idea, man. I'm kind of just excited to hear everyone talk. It's been my first time experiencing the event. Definitely heard about it. I know there's going to be a bunch of different people speaking. I'm hoping to get a few nuggets out of it and to come out of the thing pretty motivated to go hit the pavement.
That's right. I love it, dude. That's what it's all about, man. Doing something big for a lot of people, you know.
I'll tell you this really quick. I think for, some of us independent guys, where maybe we used to be part of like an office and part of a team, some of us where we're independent and, kind of somewhat on our own, it's cool to tap into something like this. It's cool to pick up on that energy because it just, it motivates you. It's pretty cool.
Dude, that's what it's all about, man. Okay, I love it. Appreciate you. Which speaker would you say? Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Tom Hegna?
I mean, I love them all. You know what I mean? Les Brown's a legend. How many times have we watched, his YouTubes and, Brian Tracy, read a ton of his books. They're all exciting, man. I mean, to get them all in one event too is pretty darn cool. Thank you for doing that.
Dude, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Okay, thank you. So what type of insurance do you really focus on? What's your main?
We have a pretty balanced business, really. Doing quite a bit. We do a ton of life, did a ton of health. We've gotten into the Medicare game a bit now too, which is kind of cool. Just trying to do as much as we can for each client, really.
That's right, dude. And you have a team. You got an office. You're making some money at the end of the day. Good.
Yeah, it's good, man. We're loving it. It's a great business. It's a great time to be in this business too.
Dude, it's such a great time, man. If you could change anything in your current business in 2021 that would totally level everything up, what do you think that would be for you?
Getting more efficient. Getting more efficient. Right now we're like I said, we have a couple different lines that we're working, and it's tough to be efficient in all these different. We got the Medicare stream going, you got the life insurance stream going, the PNC stuff too. It's just to get more efficient would be great.
I love it, man. Well, dude, thank you for being here. Appreciate you joining for a second, and I look forward to seeing you Friday and Saturday. Okay.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Christian. Appreciate you, sir. All right. This is what it's all about. All right. Getting around big time people, doing something special, and making sure that you change your life forever. Okay. Forever. We got several other speakers about to jump on. I believe we may get Marlon Faulkner on here pretty soon. The man that went from a homeless to $100K a month. All right. That interview with him absolutely blew up, and it was unbelievable. Okay. We also had, we've also got, Eric Fierro said he has an appointment in 2 minutes. He can't jump on. All right. That's the thing about big time people, man. They're busy. Okay. Pete said, I'm meeting with Brad Lee in Vegas. That doesn't suck, does it? That's cool. Okay. To make sure Pete and I have both been on dropping bombs, which is awesome. Okay. Dylan, I'm waiting on a couple other speakers. And also, if you're on and you spoke, thank you. I'm going to ask you to leave the studio just so that I can actually see, because it's getting full, and I'm struggling to see who's below because I got to scroll down. Martha, okay, so thank you guys for being a part of this. See you Friday. Martha.
Tell them to go to our YouTube channel if they want to watch the video.
Okay, yeah. So the best way to watch, if you're on because you want to watch, best way to watch would be our YouTube channel. Okay, number one, at Cody Askins. That's where we're getting a lot of our feedback, comments, engagement. Some of the speakers are sitting over there, by the way, and we got a lot of people watching. Okay, so let's bring up Martha for a quick second, and then we'll jump to one of our speakers. Okay, Miss Martha, hello.
Hi.
Where are you watching? Where are you watching from?
I'm from the Philippines.
There we go. I'm actually about to speak at the Philippines. What is it called? Like Life of the Congress or?
Yeah, Life Congress. Yes. I saw you in the poster, so yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
I love it. I'm looking forward to that. So are you registered for 8% virtual this weekend, Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. I need to remind Andy, if our team's watching, Slack Andy. Okay, I need to remind Andy that all the agents that are on the Philippines Life Insurance Congress need to be on this as well, I would guess, right? And that was, I'm excited for that conference to drop. I believe your conference in the Philippines that I spoke at, and I think there's going to be like 5,000 agents from the Philippines on that.
Yes, yeah. It's I think 100,000 of life insurance agents here in the Philippines. But I don't know how many registered so in the Life Insurance Congress.
That's right. I love it. Okay, I love it. Well, thank you for jumping on for a quick second, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Appreciate you. Okay, thank you.
I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I love it. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Good. Well, Cassidy, who we waiting on speaker wise? Okay. As people are jumping in, hanging out for a quick second. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. I love it. Okay. I'm all in. I know that at the end of the day, my life has started to change because I got around big time people, huge, massive speakers doing some special stuff, right? And that's what's really what this thing is all about. Okay, is we're building this up, and we're promoting 8% virtual non-freaking stop. Okay, is that at the end of the day, you've got to get to where, okay, I'm here. Boom, I want to go here. Okay, I'm here. I want to go here. How do you go from X to Y? Like, what does that look like for you? Like, for a lot of people, man, you're here. Say you're making 50 grand a year. How do you go to 6 figures? How do you go to 6 figures? Right? Like, how does that work? What does that look like? Have you ever done it? Have you ever got to 6 figures, Tom? Talk to me. Okay. If you have, great. How do you get to 7? Like what I've been teaching on and what I've been speaking on, and what I've been working on with some of our coaching clients. Like I was on the phone with a Zoom with Josh Lustig earlier, right? We were talking about how to go from X to Y. Okay. How to go to X from X to Y. Okay. And how someone would go to 7 figures, hypothetically, if they wanted to. All right. And at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you get to Y, whatever that is, right? Maybe it's 7 figures, maybe it's $1 million. I believe everyone in the industry can make 6 figures, guaranteed. Once you get to 6, man, I believe everybody can make 7 figures and do it without a doubt. I really believe that. But I know that overall, you've got to start to change your life and what you're doing and what you're thinking so that everything can start to change. Okay. For those that joined in on this, the best place to watch this is live on our YouTube channel at Cody Askins. So jump over to there for me. We got a couple speakers waiting to get into the room here in just a second, I believe. We've had Justin, Nate, and Roger. And then we've got a few others wanting to jump on here pretty soon. Okay. So I know that 8% virtual live Friday and Saturday, over 10,000 will register, right? You got to speak things into existence. That's where most people struggle, right? Most people struggle and they're like, hey, dude, this is what I want to do, you know? But really going and actually delivering it and doing it. And so a lot of people struggle with the mindset piece, like the way they talk to themselves, right? That they struggle with saying, dude, I'm going to do this and it's 100% going to happen. You need to speak it into existence before it happens. If you don't believe you can do it, you never will, right? Like I believe this 8% virtual event will have 100,000 agents at it one day. Why? Because I believe it will happen. I believe it can happen. And I believe in me. So the question is, do you believe in you? Okay. Christian Gardner on YouTube. I love watching YouTube comments, by the way. I love that. Invest in training, warm leads, taking from what I've learned from you these first 2 months, and I've doubled what I've sold last year. Boom! Come on now. Is that good or is that good now? Come on now, right? Like there's individuals that are picking up our content, that are watching our stuff, and they're changing their life forever. They're picking up our stuff, they're watching our content, and boom, they're going to 6 figures easily, right? They're picking up our stuff, they're watching everything, they're soaking it in, they're grabbing it, and then they're going to 7 figures. I help 6 figures agents, 6-figure earners, 6-figure people, 6-figure caliber people. I help 6-figure people get to 7. So if you're out there today and you're watching, you're like, dude, I'm at 6 figures, but I don't know how to get to 7. Email me, Cody at CodyAskins.com. You're like, dude, I'm at 6. I want to get to 7. I'm the dude. Trust me. We just did $1 million in 1 month in total company revenue from all the companies I own. January of 2021, we did $1 million in revenue in a 30-day cycle. So how do you get there, Scott Sims? you spend some time with me. That's what you do. Okay, so email me, Cody at Cody Askins, and I'll get you there. Okay, I'll take you there. Okay, we've got Mr. Matt Munguia in the house. Let's bring him up, man. I love it. I love seeing Matt. I love spending time with Matt. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, buddy? Long time.
Dude, it has been a little bit, man. How did you're one of the most special people in the industry. How did you get there?
Hey, I've heard much worse things, so I appreciate it. I tell you what, it's been a long road. I do like to share my story because I've been dragged through the mud. I have been beat up, spit out. I mean, you name it, I've been through it. And I think that sometimes, me personally, I learn more from people that have gone through the grind like I have and have been able to come out the other end of it just fine. And so for me, yeah, I mean, how did I get through this industry? It's been a dogfight, but it's fun and rewarding all at the same time.
That's right. But you keep pushing, man. Like, you're somebody that I know because you did $505,000 of final expense premium in 12 freaking months. Like, I know that you're the dude that keeps showing up, right? Someone kicks you, you get up anyway. You're like freaking Rocky of the industry. Have you always been that way? Where'd you get that from, man?
Yeah, I tell you what. I think a lot of it comes from my sports background. I grew up sports, and with sports, you're competing. I mean, I played Division I sports. Well, guess what? You get beat up, and just when you think you're good, there's somebody better, and they'll beat you up and bring you back down to reality, right? So I feel like sports has helped me a lot. In sports, you go through a lot, and I think having that background, playing all the different sports out there, and learning to work with a team in some sports, and then some sports are individual, where you're out there fighting by yourself, and so I think all that background and knowledge has now helped me translate that into the insurance industry.
Dude, that's huge, man. What you believe in events? I've seen it time and time again. You guys do a lot of them, actually, and
yep.
I believe you may be doing a lot more here in the coming future, from what I hear. So we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it about events that you've seen the power of how they can start to, at least, because the event itself will never change someone's life, but it starts to get someone to start to think about changing their own life? Like, how does that happen with events, and why are events so important?
Yeah, I think I actually just asked this question on a public forum.
Oh, I lost your audio for a second, by the way. I don't know how.
Sorry about that. Somebody was calling. But I think the biggest part about events for me has always been the networking aspect. Look, everybody gets something different out of an event, right? For me, meeting with people that are in the same industry, doing things at a very high level, just like I say on these conference calls and Zooms that we have, sometimes it's that one thing. And you go to these things sometimes for that one idea or that one connection that then propels your business to the next level. And I think that's what it's about. It could be the networking breakfast that you go to, the dinner that you go to, that one person that you meet. So I think that's what's attractive to most people. And yes, of course, you want good, high quality speakers that know what the heck they're talking about on stage that you're learning from. And I think that's why you put on some great events, because some of these speakers that you have are of the highest quality. And for me, that's what it's about.
Thanks, man. Well, dude, what can, when they show up and listen to you on Friday and Saturday, what can they expect to learn from one of the current greats in our industry, by the way?
Yeah, I think it's just the doggedness, just the never quit, never say die. You will get beat up, and this industry will beat you up, and it will spit you out if you allow it to. And I think that's the big word here, is that no matter what, no matter how low you can go, and I know I shared my story of just how low I was, but you keep fighting, and you'll find a way. You'll find, as long as you are, you have that mental fortitude to get through anything. And of course, it always helps. There's other factors along the way. If you're mentored by somebody that can really help you and guide you with carriers and all, but I won't get into all that. just true doggedness will help.
I love it, man. Dude, thank you for stopping by for a few minutes.
You got
I love every chance to get to spend with you. Thank you for giving back to the industry like you do, and we'll see you this weekend.
You got it, buddy. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. I love Matt. Make sure you go follow Mr. Matt Munguia, Mungia. Love the dude. Fighters. Mike's right, man. Fighters always win. Persistence key. K6 Medicare just invited 463 of my agents to join you on Friday and Saturday. Thank you so much. I love that. You are unbelievable. I got to find a way, team, because I don't know who's K6 Medicare is. Team, figure out who this is, because I have to make sure that I thank them in a big way. Okay, I want to make sure that I do that. It looks like someone that I was just hanging out with this weekend that I know who it is. Okay, by the name of Kim. You know what? That would actually make sense. That would make sense, Miss Kim Six Killer. Okay, so that's probably you. It just has your YouTube channel name, but I guarantee you that's probably you. Okay, so thank you. That's unbelievable. I love you guys over at Advisor Excel. I appreciate you. It's got to be you. If not, oh, it is. Okay, perfect. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing this out. I appreciate that very much. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Brian, how's your internet, man? You're good buddies with one of our speakers that are coming up this weekend. Let's bring up Mr. Brian Whitley for a second. What's up, man?
How you doing, Cody? I went outside to watch this, man. Anytime you're speaking, I take the chance to listen and learn something.
Dude, thank you, man. I want to bring you up for a quick second because one of your best friends, Justin Baumeigen, who's a legend, is speaking Friday and Saturday as part of this thing. What can we expect to learn from him?
Oh man, if that'd be an hour long production for myself. He's changed my life, I'll tell you that. I mean, I started like yourself. I started in sales 2 years ago with Justin in Final Expense. Never had a phone in my hand in my life for sales. And my first 2 years, I grossed like 280. So 140 and 130 was my income in my first 2 years in Final Expense. Strictly telesales, wrote 200,000 AP both years. So, and that's all because of Justin, his mentoring, his learning. He's done everything. Set up the Facebook leads, sets up the systems, the CRMs that our whole company is using now. He's contributed to millions of AP that SLS has gained, and you guys can learn a lot. I won't spoil it, but the guy's amazing, and you know that, Cody.
Thanks, bro. Okay, last question before we bring up one of our speakers. Who's the one speaker other than Justin or myself that you're most excited to learn
Brian
from?
Tracy, 100%.
Oh!
I can't wait. I read his books. I listen to the podcast. I'm excited, man. And I appreciate you letting me talk. It means a lot, Cody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Appreciate you again. I will see you this weekend. Okay,
see you this weekend. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. Okay, I've almost started my own radio show today, and I'm enjoying it. Which I may have to do, Bradley Hannon. What do you think, man? Should I get in the radio show game here again?
What's up, my brother? This is too much fun, dude.
You're hustling, man. That's it, dude.
This is too much fun.
It's too much fun. Can you and me just hang out like this forever? Can we?
Yeah. Hey, what's this about?
This is about promoting you dropping golden pearls on Friday and Saturday, and how everybody in the industry needs to register.
Wait, that's right. This is a big weekend, isn't it? There's something going on. There's an event or something, right?
We're actually 69 hours and 35 minutes away from going live. Okay, how about that? Math.
Ooh, baby. Who's speaking?
Well, Bradley Hannon for one. Come on now.
Right.
Justin Baumeigen, Landon, my father, a couple dozen amazing people. But as Brian mentioned below, Brian Tracy.
Dude, unbelievable. What about Les Brown?
Les Brown. How crazy is that?
Dude, I'm fired up for that, brother. I'm fired up. This has been awesome. You've had energy for an hour and 10 minutes now, just freaking bringing it, dude.
I'm gonna just go. I think I could go for like 110 days, actually. You know,
let's do it. Hey, let's just run this until the conference.
Yeah, until 8% 2021 in Dallas. That's not a bad idea, actually. You may be onto something there.
There you go.
I would need occasional nap and some coffee, but other than that, I think it'd be fine. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I hear you, man.
What can they expect to learn from the real Bradley Hannon?
Man, I hope that I can just motivate some people and fire some people up. I know that the message that I brought, and I told you the other day, I think that the message that I'm bringing is really kind of a signature talk for me. I feel like it embodies a lot of my my life's message, if you will. So I tried to bring it with everything that I had. I want to make an impact, and so I would expect them to see just a realness
and a rawness from me that they probably haven't seen, similar to what we just had at the Medicare Gurus conference, which was awesome. And so we hope that you'll just take some of the lessons that I learned the hard way, right, and help to avoid them, right. That's why I love hanging out with you, Cody, because I'm trying to learn what not to do as much as I'm learning what to do, because we all fail a little bit, right? But you can't really fail if you don't. What is it? Well, how do you finish that? If you don't quit.
Quit, man. If you don't quit. That's exactly right. If you don't quit, you can't fail. But you've embodied your whole life, by the way.
Yeah, man. I sure did, and I didn't. I'm grateful that you even asked me to speak at it, because even just through preparing for the message, I learned a lot about myself. And so, if you come into this virtual conference with the right frame of mind and get rid of some of the stuff that will hold you back from taking those nuggets away, things like, well, it's a Saturday, or, well, I got this going on, or it's a virtual conference, I'll watch it later, or whatever the case is. You get rid of all that stuff and you go in with an expectation of, man, I'm going to take, I heard Justin say this earlier, I'm going to take 1 or 2 nuggets from every speaker. I'm going to apply that to my business, and you will see growth, man. You will see a change in your business for the positive if you just take 1 or 2 things from each and every person that you can.
Like Bradley freaking Hannon.
Like myself. You can learn what not to do sometimes with me, and what to avoid, right?
Yeah. Dude, you got an unbelievable story though. I mean, which speaker are you most excited to see outside of yourself?
Dude, I heard you ask that question a minute ago, and I was like, man, I don't know what my answer to that will be if he asked me. So I'm thinking it'll probably be Brian Tracy is the person that I'll probably take the most value from. Yes. But I'm probably most excited about Les Brown outside of the industry speakers. Inside of the industry speakers, oof, man, I think I'm excited to see my man Von Eigen. I really do. I think the dude's going to bring it. I think everything he does, he goes 110%, like everybody else on the platform. But I haven't got to hear from Von Eigen before, so I'm excited to see him just absolutely bring it, and along with everybody else, man, it's going to be an incredible lineup. And you got your work cut out for you emceeing that event.
That's it, dude. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be a marathon. Definitely not. Well, some sprinting, but a lot of marathoning.
Amen. Amen.
Ali Salah's in the on the YouTube comments. Like, dude, boom, you both are solid. Bradley is in the building. We both love Ali, man. He's an awesome guy.
Dude, amazing guy. He's got energy like you and I, dude. I get on a Zoom with him. We probably spent as much time off the podcast talking as we did on the podcast, because we just couldn't stop. And this is the coolest thing ever, by the way, this StreamYard and everything you got going, because I'm like, man, he's live on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, it's on YouTube, and it's everywhere. And we're reaching a lot of people right now. And hopefully we can push that 7K to 10K. And I know that every insurance agent in the country is not registered. So what are we waiting for? I know that everybody on my team is, right? So if you're running an agency, this is the easiest way that you can increase your income. If you've got downline agents, if you've got agents that are in your hierarchy and you don't get them registered for this, in fact, you have their names and you have their emails. If you don't register for them, right, on their behalf, just so they get the info, then you're silly, because this is it's literally a free way to increase production, right? I know that my agents, every time we go to an event, or we just got back from an event. In fact, I did an event and then I went to another event. So it was like event after event after event. And I know that we walked away from there with better than we walked in, right? And that's all you can ask for. So definitely, regardless of whether your team registers on their own behalf, you freaking register for them. I think that's a great idea. I think we just go through, and I got a lot of emails. I'm just going to register everybody, and then they'll thank me later, hopefully.
They will. Shoot it over. I'll register them. They need to hear it, man. They need the message, right?
Yeah. Why didn't we just auto enroll everybody? We should have.
That's what we should have done, man. They would have thanked us later anyway, right?
That's right.
Here anyway. Man, what have events meant to you over the years?
Dude, I told you
income earner. You're a very wealthy individual.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say wealthy, but accumulating wealth is certainly what I'm after. To make an impact with that, of course. So I think that what's so freaking cool, man, is that I went to 8% Nation, and then we went to the Power Player, and we did, dude. That's so funny. I'm needing some. We're on the same page. I know that I went to 8%. I went to the Power Player, and both of those were impactful, right? Both of those were big things. I did 8% virtual last year. We've done a lot of events together. But here's why you continue to show up to events, because you never know what event it is, or even what interaction it might be at that event that can literally change the trajectory of your business. So for me, a couple months back, went to the 1% mastermind, right? Or 1%, in Arizona. Dude, I left there motivated, but not just motivated. I left there knowing that I needed to, after the motivation wore off, I needed to stick to the discipline. And dude, I'm happy to say that yesterday I needed a little bit of a break, man. It was a long weekend, tons of events. Yesterday was the first day that I did not go to the gym first thing in the morning. Still stuck to my morning routine. I just didn't exercise because I needed some rest. But today I was back at it. And other than yesterday, it was 5 weeks straight of waking up, getting after it, making the most of your day, because obviously you can't have a great day if you don't start it out great in the morning. So it's been awesome. And it really changed my business. It changed the way that I feel about myself and everything that we're doing. So,
and the way that you look.
In the way that I look too. Of course it's going to, there's obviously byproducts of everything. So you work really hard. You get to meet a lot of cool people, man. You become a better person yourself. I was sharing with my team this morning, Cody, that I used to not think like a successful person, right? I used to not think like a winner. Okay. And now the evidence that I do is in the relationships that I have, the evidence that because I have some friends, right? Like if I love golf and I go meet somebody and then they love golf, we're going to kind of hit it off, because we, like Coach Burt says, we believe the same things, right? Yeah. So when I hang around successful people, I start to realize that, man, my mindset has really shifted over the last 5-6 years, because, man, me and Cody, we believe the same things, dude. We get along great because we believe the same things. We're not making excuses. We're getting after it. And in fact, sometimes we're telling each other, hey man, suck it up and let's go, and that's what you got to have.
That's it. Hey, why don't we both give away some cash real quick? You want to give away some money? Dude,
yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Dude, that's why I love Brad, man. Everybody else would be like, well, I don't know. Brad's like, screw it. Let's get to
hang on.
Okay. Let's see how much money he's got first before asking how much we're about to give away. Okay. Let's see how much money.
Can I send cash?
Yes. Who wants the money? Okay. Dude.
What's going on?
You're a beast, man.
Yeah, man. Let's go. How are we giving it away?
Okay. For those watching, all right. I'm going to give away $100.
I'll give away $100. Let's do it.
Boom. How about that? Okay.
Let's
how about
do
that?
it.
You get to think about what they do. And then you or my team can pick it, and then we can Venmo. Okay, Renato, you ready? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll give you a chance to think about what yours is where I release mine. My $100 is gonna go to the person that shares this to the most insurance Facebook groups in the next 24 minutes. Okay, my wife's walking in. I'm giving away money, and she's looking at me. Okay, I'm gonna give
tabs. You got the team watching for that?
Yeah, the team's going to watch, but you have to share my personal Facebook page is live on Facebook right now. It's my personal CA Facebook page. I need you to share it from there, because that's where we're going to look and track. Okay. The person to go share this to the most insurance Facebook groups in the next 24 minutes or until I'm off is going to get, and Rebecca's in a lot of Facebook groups, okay, is going to get $100 from me, and my team is going to track and watch that over the next couple hours.
All right, so I'll add to that, right? Because we're going to get it to the groups, we're going to get it in front of the people, but then we got to get the people actually on, and so we're going to do that through tagging people in the comments. So you obviously you tag individuals, as many people that you know. I don't care whether they sell life insurance, car insurance, pet insurance, airplane insurance, whatever kind of insurance they sell. If they're in the insurance industry, tag them in the comments. The most comments, but the rule is that Cody's team has to tell me who won. I can't tell you, and it's the person that tags the most people in the comments that is also subscribed to my YouTube channel. Okay, it's right there. There's my YouTube channel, Brad Hannon. Just starting out, so you got to be subscribed, and then you tag the most people. Get the most people on here. So let's look in the comments across all platforms. So whether it's in a group, whether it's Cody's personal page, all of the platforms that this is going out on, tag the most individuals in the comments, because that's going to get them on here. That's what I did. As soon as I jumped on, I said, I gotta let my team know that this is happening. So $100 to that person, and we can just take it out of Cody's bank account, and I'll pay him back. When I see him next, which should be pretty soon.
That's right. I love Brad owing me money anyway, so I'm in.
Brian Whiteley says shared on 18 groups already. I'm not even joined in 18 groups. That's crazy.
No, dude, I'm thinking, okay, am I in? I mean, I feel like I'm invited to like every Facebook group on the planet, so I could probably do pretty well at this little deal. But Brian's on pace. He's gonna need to pump those numbers up a little bit probably to win, but we'll see. You never know. Okay, 18's pretty strong.
Hey, rookie numbers, you got to pump those numbers up.
Right, and they're promoting a free event, right? So I'm not taking anybody's money. I'm actually investing in their future with people like you and Les Brown and Brian Tracy. We should charge admission. We should have charged, shouldn't we?
Dude, I mean, eventually, I think it's just going to happen. It's going to have to happen, but maybe not. Maybe just the live conference. And I'll tell you that the virtual conference being free, it's unbelievable. The level of speaker you can't get Brian Tracy, Les Brown, and Brad Hannon all to speak on a live webinar for free. Like you can't. You don't find that anywhere. I mean, they're going to charge $249 for this, $2,449, $4,709. You're going to see some ridiculous prices out there for webinars that are just like this, that probably aren't specific to insurance as much and aren't going to have the value brought that this event's going to bring. So I've got Red Bulls on deck. I've got energy drinks ready with coffees, and it's my birthday weekend, and there's no better way to celebrate it than on the 8% virtual conference. My birthday's Thursday, and I'm giving away money, baby. Let's go.
Now, happy birthday. Wish Bradley Hannon a happy birthday today, now, at the time, and then also on Thursday. So that,
there we go.
Because he's going to be the big 4-0, man. What's it feel like to turn 40 on Thursday?
Dude, I know I look young, but that's just all the exercise and waking up early and taking care of myself with a good diet. So man, 40's the new 30, right? Yeah, right.
You're quite a bit older, though, right?
No, I'm 31.
I know.
31.
He's gonna. So that means you're. I do that obviously. That means you're literally 4 months and 5 days older than me.
That's right. And 4 months and 5 days wiser, right?
That's it. You can tell, man.
I love it.
Right?
I love it. Dude, I just ate a bunch of tacos and I'm like, I can't wait to get on. I like you had texted me like, hey, you got to jump on here. And I'm like, dude, all right, give me 1 second. I'm just slam these 3 tacos and get in here. And I'm glad I did, man. This is fun. I love this stuff. And I can't wait to give away $100. I want to know how many people they're going to tag, though. I mean, I'm just going to look and see if people are already doing this because you got a free way to make $100, man.
Yeah. So those that are joining us, all right, I'm going to go look at my personal Facebook for the shares in Facebook groups. But I want to remind everyone that not only we're promoting the 8% virtual to register for free, it's Friday and Saturday. We got Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Tom Magna, huge names. It's crazy. Brad Hannon, ridiculous. Okay. What Brad and I are doing right now. Also, I'm getting a little echo feedback maybe from me talking, Dylan. Do you have any idea what that could be? And it stopped. I don't know. What we're doing though is Brad and I are both giving away $100 each right now for the person that shares to the most Facebook groups. Okay, from my Facebook into the most Facebook groups. Okay, and the individual that takes this and also goes and tags the most agents on Facebook, or he gets them in YouTube, like Brad mentioned, which is cool.
Yeah,
okay, which is awesome.
I know I shared this link to the group Health Insurance Hustlers, so you can tag people in there. I know it's probably been shared 3 or 4 times in Medicare Gurus already. I know it's been shared in all the groups. So in any of those posts, be tagging as many people as you can to get them on there.
Yeah, that's gonna be some work for me to choose who gets these.
You know what we need to do? I wish we could have like up on the screen. I wish we could have just a running tally.
So my team's coming in to tell me something, but I can't understand them.
We need to get the team to find a way. Here, I'll wait.
Yeah. I'm a size 10 shoe. She's trying to give me some nice new tennis shoes. That's my wild card.
Thank God you answered that.
I know. I felt bad not answering her, right?
All right. So what we need to do is we need to get a running tally on this thing. Like, it would be super cool if we run this tomorrow or something. You've got 8,550, better yet, you got 9,550 agents already registered, and we just see a running tally on the screen. Like, come on, it would be like one of like give-a-thons, or like you've seen where they have like, oh, that's what else we need. We need like hundreds of people on the phones calling, taking registrations, and then a big screen that says we hit the goal. 10,000 agents need to see this for sure. At least 10,000 agents need to see this.
And we're probably thinking too small when we say that, right? Also, Brian, I saw you shared my live from this morning that I went on for 20 seconds, but I don't know if it was may have been the wrong live. Okay. So I want to go look, because I'm only, because the one I see in Gurus was of the one I did for literally 38 seconds this morning. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I'm technically looking out for you, because you're doing your darndest to make sure that you get $100. So, which is cool, man. So thank you. Okay, I love that. I'm gonna go look at the shares right now. Also, dude, what if I gave away another $100 hypothetically to the person that has the email blast, the 8%, the email blast this out with the 8% virtual link to the biggest list of people.
Ooh.
That's not bad, is it?
I got a decent sized list, so maybe I'll win that. I'll just win the $100 right back, right? That I'm giving out.
That's smart. That's a smart business move, man. That's a good business model.
You got to do something, right? You got to do something.
That's a real good business model. I'm actually going to do that. So I'm going to give away another $100 to the person that sends this out to the biggest email list, and then you screenshot that you send it out to however many people you have, and we can see proof. And send that to Cassidy, and then we're going to choose one person to get $100 from that too. Why not?
Wow,
right?
That's huge. That's huge.
That's cool, right? I mean, shoot. Because at the end of the day, what are we trying to do, Bradley Hannon? By promoting it virtual, what are we really trying to do? The end goal from all this?
I believe the end goal from all of this is to help every insurance agent in the entire world.
Come on now. How sick is that? Is that sick or is that sick? You guys watching? You guys like that, or you like that?
I mean, that is huge. That is huge. Where are the tags at? Who's got the most tags going right now? And how many minutes do we have left for this, by the way? You said 24 minutes. 24 minutes.
Yep.
So what do we think? Where is that push?
Starting to share on the right Facebook now. It's the share count's going up, man. It's going up, man. That's huge. Okay, that's awesome. All right. And again, for those joining us, we are promoting the 8% Virtual Live Conference. It's free to register, 8%virtual.com. It's totally free. Also, I'm interviewing one of the speakers, Mr. Bradley Hannon, right now. We've got Les Brown, Brian Tracy, Tom Hagna, some massive freaking names. We're also giving away cash because Brad has too much money. He's admitted it on multiple occasions. He doesn't know what to do with it all. And I thought, well, dude, let's give it back, man, right? Like
There's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. I do have too much money, man, because I already have more than I ever thought that I would, and I'm thankful for that. And so I'm happy to give away $100 because I have 200, and so I might as well split that.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, why not? Why not? Why not? Mohammed's watching on YouTube from the Maldives, man. Did you ever think we would be going global today?
Unreal. That's crazy.
Maldives.
The Maldives. What kind of insurance do they even sell?
They sell vacation insurance, maybe, because I'd love to come to the Maldives. Okay, I don't know.
There you go. I was like, that's cool. That is
awesome. Sounds good, man. I want to go there, right?
Jeez.
I think I could sit here and do this all day. This may be my new job from now on.
I believe you can. I believe you can.
Someone pays $7 to jump in backstage with us, and then we hang out for a few minutes.
Yeah. Hey, let's sell a backstage pass.
That's it.
Who wants a backstage pass?
Come on now.
Who wants to take my spot?
We already got Nelly.
I'll sell it to you. I'll give you my Venmo. I'll give you the backstage pass. I'll give you my backstage pass. I'll bring you on here for, I don't know, what do you think it's worth? $5,000.
I think that's phenomenal. You just got your $100 back really quick.
There you go.
Bruno's in Argentina. What's up, buddy? Lordell,
that's awesome.
In New York City. Muhammad says all kinds of insurance. I just opened up my own brokerage firm. I love it, man. Thank you. Medicare Wonder Woman is amazing. She's incredible. She shared it everywhere. Thank you. Okay, Christian, love the lives. Dude, love the lives that you're with, man. Loves the lives that you're with, that you're about, that you're hanging out with. And I love Bradley Hannon.
Love you too, man. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. We got 60 people watching on YouTube, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Now I can see the comments.
And it should be 60,000.
It should be 600,000. Hey, how many insurance agents are there?
I think there's 1.1 million life insurance agents in the U.S., but I could be wrong because I've been known to say stuff that wasn't perfectly true.
Well, then 600,000 would just barely be over half. So, I mean, I think that's a minimum.
Okay. I'm curious, actually. Why don't you guys research that for us while we're sitting here and let us know in chat. How many insurance agents are there in the U.S.? I was thinking there was 1.1 million life insurance agents. Maybe that was total agents. I don't really remember. So all I know is that at the end of the day, Bradley Hannon cares about helping people and is a part of this virtual conference and event because he wants you to win. Okay. Strong Life, 2,000 new insurance agents just in the last 2 months.
Mike says, me too, Brad. 40-40 club. What did I say? What club was I? Oh, he's 40. He's 42. Oh, Mike, hey, 40's the new 30 anyways, man. That's what I hear.
Dude,
I'll be there. I'll be there like in no time. So
9 years, right? 9 years. I made everybody think you were 40 today. So that was worth it. That was worth it. I'm supposed to have other meetings coming up, and I'm supposed to have lunch and everything else. I'm just texting or slacking my team.
Hey, just cancel everything. I'm staying right here.
Cancel it. I'm in, man. Where can I get some solid leads from? All right. SecureAgentMarketing.com is a company I own with a business partner named Landon McCarter. We manage about $1.5 million, should be 15 million a month of insurance marketing. We help Mr. Bradley Hannon with some health insurance marketing.
Nice.
Altair says, speaking from Mexico and ready to hear about all these new ideas. Come on now, dude. You got to get on this thing. Make sure you register 8% virtual. Altair, how do me and you help all the agents in Mexico join the 8percentvirtual.com? Like if we wanted to do that, how would we do it, Altair? Okay. Let's all tear it up. Okay. Do that.
That's a great name.
There's one guy, his name is Altair McLean, as I'm about to jump to Rebecca in a second. Altair McLean. And I'm like, dude, he's like, I'll tear it up and clean it up, So I said that in one day, and I'm like, dude, that's pretty good, man. That's
super clever.
Yeah. Christine says I have a Facebook group of female agents in my company. For some reason, I can't share it. Well, shoot, maybe because I'm not female, but we need to fix that. Okay, we can't fix that part, but we can maybe fix the share. All I know is they need to be on it, right? They need to be on it. Let's hang out with Rebecca too, Brad. Stay with me. Let's bring Rebecca up for a quick second.
Oh, there she is.
The Medicare Wonder Woman in the house. I love it. How are you?
Hey, boys, how are you?
You're
What's
awesome.
going on, Medicare Wonder Woman?
I was just back in the office, still trying to recruit from last weekend. Oh my gosh.
That's right. That's right. Unbelievable. Recoup, recovery, recharge. How did you get so wonderful, Mr. Mrs. And everything else? I'm just texting my friends, slacking my team. Yeah, I'm hearing some background feedback as well. I don't know where it's coming from or what's going on, but I know is Miss Rebecca Davis is leading the charge in absolutely changing
everything. I'm staying right here.
Oh, I'm hearing that. Rebecca's hearing some solid lead. You guys hearing that? Dylan, you hearing that?
I'm hearing the feedback from like 5 minutes. The conversation we were having like 5-6 minutes ago.
Oh, is the video open, Rebecca? Anywhere?
No, I shut it all off before I jumped in.
I don't know. That's weird. I'm not hearing it for a second, so go for it. Okay. Thank you for jumping on. Also, Andy says 1.2 million agents as of 2018.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
And I know I've added about 150,000 to my team since 2018. So,
Deshaun, thank you, Deshaun. I love that. Rebecca, how'd you get so wonderful?
Oh, I've had an interesting life that's led me down an interesting trail who's, just makes me see the positivity in everything, or at least I try to. I love people and I love all of you, and I just can't wait for this weekend.
Thank you. I love it.
I want to match your $100 though.
Oh, help me out. I love that because you are speaking this weekend, which is amazing, by the way.
wow. So we got another 100. We're giving away $300.
Yeah, what are we doing there? How would you like for them to earn it?
Well, since I am a woman and trying to promote women, let's do something for the women. What do you think, Cody? What do you think you can come up with for the women specifically?
I love that. I love that. I believe that here's what we should do. I think the person that goes to you know what? You've shared this out from my page, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. If that's the case, I think that we could get the most amount of female agents to go to your page and tag the most amount of female agents, and whoever does that wins $100 from Rebecca.
I like it.
You like that, Rebecca?
That works.
Awesome. I love it.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go tag every female agent I know.
That's right. That's right. What are you most excited about this weekend, Rebecca, for the next Friday and Saturday?
Oh gosh. For me, anytime I go to your events, Cody, I just leave with more energy and more insight to what I want to do next, and even how I can help my team more, and even how I can help others more. I just love the feeling I get from these events. It just gets me pumped up. It gets me emotional. It gets me to want to do more, as you say, to think bigger. Without these events, I would still have a great business, but to some degree, it'd be kind of like always on the hamster wheel. Nothing would be changing. I'd be just doing the same thing every day, which creates income. But yet your events have taught me to open my eyes that there's just so much out there beyond just what we do in our day-to-day lives in our offices. And I just can't wait to see who else has the next great idea.
I love it. I love it. Well, you are certainly doing your part. You have an infectious. I actually just wrote this on a card to you. I don't know it yet, so I'm spoiling the surprise. But I just wrote that you have an amazing personality, super infectious, super contagious energy about you, and that's what people need, because that's what people are attracted to.
Amen. All right, guys. I gotta jump on an insurance appointment here.
Okay.
Wish me some luck. I'm gonna go try to make this $100 that I gave away. Let me know who I owe. Let me know who I owe the $100 to, and I'll make sure that they're subscribed to my YouTube channel. So let's keep pumping this thing up, man. We got to get 10,000 people registered and attended.
That's right. Okay. Thank
Maybe
you, Brad.
we'll just do a round robin with money and we'll all break even.
That's right.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. All right, bye, Rebecca.
Bye, Brad.
See you, buddy. That's awesome. Brian says he's getting removed from groups for sharing this.
Cody can get you back in. Don't worry.
Good work. Just let me know who kicked you out. Okay. Best. All right. Well, Rebecca, what is it about? Like if someone's watching, like, man, I want to be really successful and help people and build a team and do everything if I want to be like Rebecca Davis, what would some advice be to them from you, some things that you've learned along the way?
Oh gosh. Well, first and foremost, I believe if you're honest with your clients, no matter what you're selling, they will respect you, and then the respect equals referrals, and it just compounds from there. I mean, we're all selling basically the same products, but it's how we handle the product and how we present it to the people. No product is perfect. No product fills every exact gap that they need. But as long as you're truthful about that and explain how it truly works and how they can protect themselves on the backside, you gain that retrust. And, those people are going to love you for that. And you're going to get so many referrals from that. I'm a big believer in just speaking the truth and being informative and educational, and everything else kind of comes back to you.
I love it. So true. So true. Teresa said she's on YouTube. She's a newbie here. Looking forward to this weekend. Can't wait for all the exciting tips and motivation from all the speakers. On that note, Rebecca, okay, what's up, Teresa? Hello. That's awesome. What can Teresa expect to learn? And what kind of nuggets do you think she'll pick up by listening to you on either Friday or Saturday? I can't remember which day you're on yet.
Well, for me specifically, I think she could learn resilience and how to pick yourself up when you're down. I mean, it's all about, keep moving forward and your next step and your next outlook. Never look back, always move forward. And as long as you're doing that in everything you do, whether it's business, personal, faith, you're always going to move forward and you'll come out on the other end.
Huge. I love it. Brittany also jumped in and said feedback, Rebecca. That's cool. She's on our YouTube as well. That's amazing. Okay. What would you like to leave is like some parting words for someone that's like, okay, I'm not doing well. I'm not really successful. I may fail. I'm thinking about quitting. What would Rebecca say to someone out there that's not doing as well as you are?
Well, first, I think you'd have to analyze why you're not doing well. First, drill down to the real reason why it's not happening for you. I mean, is it work ethic? Are you buying or doing the wrong kind of things to generate leads? Do you not have any back-end support? That's a real downfall to a lot of agents. It's not having the proper support and training. So the first thing you got to do is really come to grips or truth with yourself to why you're not succeeding. And then once you have that piece of the puzzle, it's fixable. So don't you dare quit. Let's just fix that missing link and get you going.
That's it. Love that. I love that. That's really great advice. What was who's been the biggest mentor or influence in your life?
Well, I kind of started on my own originally when I got into independent. Now, when I started the State Farm, I had a lot of support there, but moving into the independent side, I didn't have any for the longest time and kind of had to figure this out as I went. But in the last couple of years, I found more mentors and more people to share ideas with than ever. Galen Hendricks, for one, has been great for me. She's a woman in the industry. She understands where I'm coming from, and she's been able to give me some really solid advice. My current upline, Brian Tobias, is great. We share ideas and bounce off ideas all the time. And Cody, I'll have to say you. I mean, just getting to know you and what you're doing for this industry has meant so much. And, you lead the charge as much as anybody. I mean, you give me so many nuggets, and you're the one really that's taught me to think bigger and to step out of my comfort zone more than anybody. So I owe it to you, a lot of it.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You have one of the biggest hearts in the industry. You really do. Your heart, how much you care, what you're doing is truly incredible. So thank you for continuing to do that all along the way.
That's all I know. I don't know how to be anybody else.
Well, that's what's unique. That's what's really even not unique. Just amazing about you is that you are authentic. You're genuine. and you're just going to keep being you, no matter what anybody else thinks. And that's what I respect and love about you. That's all. That's cool. Well, who are you most excited to listen to this weekend, other than yourself?
Oh gosh, I'm actually curious to listen to Lauren because I know she's been doing some different things and getting her license and doing some conferences that you're not even doing and getting some training. I'm really curious to watch her grow and see what she's, has figured out since the last time I've talked to her. I think that'll be fun. It's fun to watch other people grow and develop, and I'm excited to see Lauren.
Well, thank you. That's really cool to hear. I'm super excited to hear it too. I know she's going to be talking a lot about pouring in and the importance of culture in a team and an office and all that. And she's led the charge for us, no question about it, because I'm very positive. But when things don't go the way I want them to go, I'll just kick everybody out. So she's there to make sure I don't do that, which is cool. So thank you for mentioning that. You're excited to hear her. That's awesome.
I am. I mean, she's always given me. We've had little side talks here and there, and always been a great cheerleader and good with some advice. And, the last talk I had with her really was at 1%. And she's way more business level-headed than I realized. And we got into that conversation, and I was like, you're reading my mind, only more clear. Like, can I hire you? You can just come solve my problems for me. Then I don't have to worry about it.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome. I love that. Well, Rebecca, thank you much for being a part of virtual everything we're doing, and thank you for being on for a few minutes today. I really appreciate you jumping on for a quick second.
Absolutely. I love you guys, and let me know who wins the 100.
There we go. You got it. Will do. Okay. Yours was for tagging the most female agents on Facebook. Okay. Into this video, preferably Rebecca Davis's personal page. Got it. I'll remember that. I'm gonna write it down. Thanks, Rebecca.
Thanks, you guys.
That's huge. I know the creator of the Strong Life podcast is wanting to jump on in a few minutes as well. He's texting me. He's getting a link from Rebecca, okay, which is really cool. Also, if you're watching and you're like, hey, I just want to watch, I don't want to speak, best place to do that is definitely on YouTube or Facebook, okay, at Cody Askins, either way, which is cool. I've had a bunch of amazing speakers. I'm going to even write down that Rebecca, okay, I got to tell Marlon's wanting to jump on too, which is really cool, and I'm excited to spend some time with him. We may have my team bring me up. I don't know. I probably shouldn't eat right now, but I think we have food for me at some point. So I'm gonna just keep doing this forever, though, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Okay. Because I mean, would you rather help people and starve, or would you rather not help anyone and eat a lot? Dude, I'd rather starve. Okay, that's the question you got to ask yourself. Like, there's moments in life where things are going to be tough, and I'm going to need some tea later because I'm going on 2 hours of this, which is cool. Because I know that at the end of the day, I want to keep. Okay, yeah, I'll wait. I would love a water though. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, I know that I want to lead the charge on helping insurance agents do something special. Like I want to give back, and I want to do the thing. Dylan, are you still able to get anything done, or you got to sit and watch me on this?
I pretty much have to watch this.
Okay, that's funny because you probably have plenty to do, but you're having to hang out with me over there. Okay, Landon needs to get his video on so I can bring him up and hang out with him for a few minutes. I know we got several waiting to join and speak in a second. I know that we're giving away money, by the way, for those that are wondering what we were giving away money for. Okay, thank you, Kelly. Is we were giving away money for the person that shares this to the most Facebook groups. Okay, I think Brian Whitle is ahead right now. Okay, we're also giving away and sharing money, $100. Brad says the most tagged insurance agents on Facebook. Mine was the email blast to the biggest list as well, with proof, which you got to send to me after you send it. And then tagging the most female agents was Rebecca Davis. So we want to make sure we share this thing out. Let's bring Landon up here. Well, we got him in the house.
Dude, have you been live for an hour and 49 minutes for real?
Yeah, and we're in separate buildings, and we're talking, hanging out live.
Heck, dude, an hour and 49. Now that's some action activity right there, dude.
Dude, we may just go for 14 hours. I mean, as long as everybody's okay with me eating and sleeping.
Good. Hey, man, I got my lunch right here, dude. I just got back from Missouri State University. We're going to be doing some work with them and partnering with their students, and they're like really excited about what we got going on. So, what do you got going on? I didn't know I was going to be on camera. I was just going to join the party, dude.
Yeah. So we're promoting our 8% virtual this weekend. We're giving away money, and we're helping share the message to get over 10,000 for this weekend. We got about 72 hours to get there. Actually, about 69 now, 68, 53 or whatever.
Right.
And we're pushing it, man. We're pushing it.
Well, I'm gonna share my link. Well, what do you want me to talk about, dude? You put me on the spot. I'm happy to talk about whatever you want, man. What do you want? What do you want to talk about?
This makes you want to start an insurance radio show, like an insurance TV network or something, and just hang out like this. As long as the team can handle all the details, I'll just do this all day.
Well, I'll tell you, I see you're using StreamYard. So where are we at right now? Are we on your personal CA?
Facebook and YouTube, CA 8% and CA YouTube.
There we go, baby. Well, that's what happens whenever you got those feelers out there and you got the octopus tentacles all out there and getting the attention sphere, and you just decide to go live one time, but you're on 6 different platforms.
That's right. That's right. So, this thing's been shared, I believe over 100 times now. We got about 55 on now. We had close to 80, 90 earlier. Hanging out, a lot on YouTube. Brian says, "Oh, dude, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Cody, you're a rock star." Brad says, $100, take my money. Tammy says, enjoyed meeting you too. Okay. Landon, all right. I was giving away money for someone that shared it to the most Facebook groups. You want to give it? Brad gave away some money. Rebecca Davis gave away some money. You want to give away some money?
Sure.
I mean, it's hard to say no to that, right?
Yeah, I'll give $100 to what am I doing here though? For $100 for what?
Just give it to me, and I'm just kidding. Tony, email Cassidy at Cody Askins. I want to have you on here in a little bit as well, buddy. $100 to something for them to take some type of action to share this thing out so that we can pump the numbers up for the virtual and get to a 10,000 person.
How about this? If you can, let me think about this. If you can screenshot or take a picture of the link. Okay, so if you if you share this link, what happens is it creates a like a live stream, little dill or whatever. Once you live stream the link, which I think, Cody, don't you need to get everybody? Does everyone have the link to share?
Yeah.
Because I think the one that I have is like a panelist link, so I don't think I can share the one that I have. So once they have the link, share it to Facebook and then make a comment with the most amount of insurance agents that you can possibly think of on the comment section. And then what we'll do is take a screenshot of that like big old picture of like who all is going to be tagged. And then actually do a video of you scrolling. So the most amount of insurance agents tagged on the comment of your Facebook post gets $100. Minimum of 35 minimum.
There we go. I like that. That'll get some engagement. You're posting a video showing off the 8% virtual site, 8percentvirtual.com, and then encouraging engagement and trying to get 35 people to engage. And then whoever gets the most, right?
Yep. Whoever gets the most gets $100. I'll Venmo you $100.
I love it, dude. Thank you.
Well, hey, let me, I guess it seems like you don't have a lot of agenda here. So let me just talk for a minute and then I got to get to a meeting at 1:15. Is that cool?
Let's do it, bro.
All right. So I am excited about 8% virtual big time because of the names. I don't know how much you released on who all's going out, but some huge names that I had the privilege of like watching you interview. And I mean, some of the actual, we all know that not all of them are live, right? Is that okay to say? Gosh dang it.
Well, no, they are. Oh, yeah, no, that's okay to say. They're yeah. A couple big speakers I had to pre-record. Yeah.
Got it. So, and the interviews are fire. Oh my gosh. Because there's a difference between whenever you have an insurance guy asking questions that we know are relevant to the insurance industry, and then have these Titanic of names, like these huge, gigantic names, Les Brown, Brian Tracy, is that right? Brian Tracy. I heard that one, and I was just like blown the freak away. Also, one of the biggest takeaways so you just spoke at the Medicare con, and one of the biggest takeaways that I took from that Medicare con was your talk on talking about Brian Tracy and how he was talking about speaking to your children. Yes. And how that applies to really your entire team, but specifically to my children, because I've got my oldest 11-year-old is struggling because he's not as athletic as my middle kid, not as cute as my daughter, and he just kind of knows, so he's struggling with just his mindset, like he kind of is down on himself every once in a while. He kind of has a lot of negative self-talk. Like if I just let him just loose, like he'll say things like, "Oh, I'm not very strong, I'm not very smart," and I'm specifically like stopping that in its tracks and making sure that I speak life into this kiddo. Because, that's the coolest thing about the business world, dude, is that I feel like it really just applies to life. Like the best businessmen I know, you, James Whitley, Justin Brock, like all, Eric Fierro, Josh Lustig, like, oh gosh, I could keep going on. Tony Merwin, all these guys that we just got to hang out with, Brad Hannon, all these guys. They're not only like really sharp business guys and have a sharp head on their shoulders from a business perspective, but everybody is just like killer human beings that like really care about other people and lifting them up. And Brian Tracy really seemed to embody that. Because when you think about, Brian Tracy, I think of like the old school, like sort of sales tricks of the trade and which closer you're going to use and all that. But he really just brought the house when it came to just adding value content to just be a human. So, and then whenever the interviewee is like slanting those questions as insurance sort of focused and slanted towards that, like you can't get better content in the insurance industry, dude. So hats off to you for like even putting this thing together.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man. You're somebody asked about leads and marketing earlier. And I'm like, dude, you give money to anyone other than Landon, you're insane.
It's funny, dude. Let me just say this. So I just got back from Missouri State. So I sat down with the marketing department, the head of the marketing department, and we were talking. And it became there's 4 PhDs in marketing in the room, and there's a PhD in digital marketing in the room, and it became so evident that none of them manage actual budgets or have any idea how to actually apply the stuff that isn't theory. And it was kind of cool because we were sitting there talking about the roles of social media, and it was just a really fun conversation, and started to ask like some practical questions. And they were like, well, we don't really know how to like do a Facebook ad or what the difference between a lead ad is or whatever. And it wasn't to take away from their knowledge. It was just the fact that this industry is moving so quickly and changing so quickly that, I'm sitting in the room at the table with 4 PhDs in marketing, and I truly was able to like educate them on how the business world is looking at digital right now, and how, they were asking me, like, for instance, they said, well, what can we do to get these kids ready for the workforce? And I'm like, well, the first thing you need to do is it's a free certification. Have them go get Facebook Blueprint certified, have them go get analytics certified, have them get search ad certified from Google, have them get video certified with YouTube. I mean, Cody, if you're hiring somebody for operations and you saw all that certification on the resume, you'd be like, there's no need for an interview because you get it and you're forward thinking and all of that, right? And then you're like, well, what about HubSpot, certification? I'm like, well, if you're HubSpot certified, that's a cherry on top, because, it just was like really a very valuable conversation. And they're like, taking notes of, and they're the PhDs, which just speaks to the practical nature of this stuff changes so quick. There ain't no research papers written on how to do social media. Like, we're doing it right now, and it's changing and pivoting. And I would consider us, industry leaders. So it's just been fun. It was kind of cool to kind of, I don't know, that sounds a little arrogant. That's not really what I'm meaning to sound like, but it was relevant and fun, and is what I'm trying to say.
That's right. I mean, and it's showing too that even the universities of the world need people actually doing to help and show those students what's possible in that world, which is really cool. And that's you, which is amazing.
Do we have how many people are on this live right now?
Currently 60.
All right. how many of you guys want a quick little live tour of the office of the new Secure Agent Marketing headquarters? Can we do that, Cody?
Let's do it. Okay.
You ready? All right. Okay, so we're in my office right now. Let me just give you a quick little tour. Okay.
Landon's in the other building, so this is what's awesome.
Yeah. So here's my engineers. These guys are managing about $1 million a month of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Google. Over here is our content team. This is my beautiful wife right here. You're on live. This is my content team. These guys are building content out. They are doing web development, websites, content marketing, all the things. Here's the social media chair as well. And then here's Toby's office. He's my content director. And here's our new studio, which this is a sneak peek. You're the first people to see this. So we're getting ready to stand up a new studio.
Oh,
where we've got a setup right here. And then we got a setup right here. So we're coming at you. Let me see here. You can't barely even see. It's under construction currently, but we're going to have 2 new setups that are going to be different setups than the studio that you're in right now. Did you move those letters in behind you, dude?
yes.
Oh, that's cool. All right. So that's the content side. You just met the engineers.
Oh.
And then here's the conference room. So conference room, conference table. We're getting ready to get a wall sign right there. And then here is, if any of you guys doubt Cody's ability to lead up and train up a sales team, you're insane. Because here is one of our sales floors. Now we have half our people on lunch right now, but here's our sales floor. So we've got these guys, putting together the numbers behind the business. And then here's our project management pit. So these guys are doing project management over here. And here's the pinball machine. All right. So now, if you really understand, like the reason that I've been having so much fun working with Cody for these last 2 years is because he's a freaking sales savant and also a marketing savant. And so what he kind of showed me was what a sales team can do for your organization. It's like a machine gun that you can just point at whatever direction you want to fire bullets at, right? So, what we've done is we've created a bunch of content marketing strategies. Obviously, this is content marketing. Our goal is to generate 1,000 inbound leads a week, to have those 1,000 leads a week go into the salespeople, for the salespeople to knock down $100K a week of new revenue that week. And then that's not the residual side of the business of the revenue nature. That's just the revenue that was closed that week on like a 12-month contract or whatever. And then once we get that contract, it goes to the project managers and the content team to sort of execute. So we have a relationship manager and then also a project manager to manage that relationship. And then they have teams behind them. So, I would never have thought this was possible without meeting Cody in the first place. Can I tell a story real quick about the second day %?
Yes, and then I'll bring up Marlon in a second.
Okay, so I got a meeting too, so it's perfect timing. Cool. So here's the coolest story I got for Cody, right? Or of Cody, which I don't even think he's heard me tell this story yet. So I partnered with Cody 3 months before the second day %. And we come down to the time where this is like, we've got like 2 weeks left. Or no, actually, it was more like like a month and a half, like 6 weeks left before 8%. And Lauren comes in and is like, "Hey, Cody, so we have like $35,000 of hotel rooms that we need to sell. And if we don't sell it, we're cutting a $35,000 check." I actually think it's more like $55,000 of hotel rooms, right? So Cody's like, "Okay, no big deal." And I'm sitting here like, because this is when I first met him and I didn't understand what this dude was capable of. And he was like, not even sweating it. And I'm like, "Did you hear your wife? Like, she just said you got to cut a $55,000 check." And he like wasn't even sweating it. So he picks up his desk or whatever, doesn't pick it up, but he moves it into the sales room and he's like, "All right, people, we're selling hotel rooms." So he gets the sales guys, pull up the contacts, and within the course of like 2.5 weeks, he sells $55,000 of hotel rooms for 8% and didn't have to cut a $55,000 check. And I remember being like, is this dude a real human being? Like, or is this Elon Musk's like AI robot that I just partnered with? And I'm like getting taken advantage of right now, because I was like, but the whole point of me bringing up that story is because like, and I learned this only after getting into his sort of castle and domain, understanding how good he is at building this stuff up. Like, if you guys can execute, that is the next level and what the next level looks like. Like, you have got to try and create that sales engine that's just like churning and burning as the machine gun, and then you got to have ammo for the gun, which is your marketing and contacts and leads and all that. So, anyways,
That's hilarious.
do you remember that though?
Yeah, I remember it really well because I was check and I'm like, oh my gosh, this sucks.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna jump off to my meeting. See you, dude.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you jumping on.
Yep.
Okay, give it up for Landon. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The dude that was homeless that's now got more money than he knows what to do with. My good buddy, Mr. Marlon Faulkner. Come on now. This dude, it doesn't get much better than Marlon.
What's up? What's up? What's up? 8% Nation.
Come on now. Dude's freaking energy.
Let's go. Hey, listen, motion creates emotion, baby. That's what you taught me, isn't it?
That's it, man.
Listen, I've got a bone to pick with you because you had me come up to Springfield to your office, and I thought we were friends and we're just going to hang out. And I was a little, my hair wasn't cut. I wasn't good. And you said, hey, look at that. There's a studio. Let's go in there, Marlon. And so I walk in the studio and I'm looking around and you go, oh, look, there's some chairs. Let's sit down. And we sat down and recorded one of the most incredible. That video has changed my life. The number of people that have reached out to me that want to work with me because of you, man. You are an influencer, and I'm just glad to know you and glad to be a part of this thing, man.
Boom, dude. Everybody knows Marlon Faulkner, man. The interview that changed the industry forever. Dude goes from homeless to making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he is absolutely crushing it. The interview is a homeless to 100K a month. You can find it on YouTube. I think we've got like 30,000 agents that have seen that over the course of last year, and it's all you, man. I mean, did you know that you would have such an impact when you jumped on and just started talking about your story?
I didn't, and I didn't know why, because it's my story. So a lot of times people don't like the adversity in because they don't know that's part of their story. When I was homeless, I didn't know that I would be sharing that story, and so if I would have complained and stopped, so no, I didn't think it was. I didn't think my life was that impactful. I just knew I didn't want to stay where I was at. And the fact that we got it out there, and listen, it's going to continue to get out there. I'm working with Coach Michael Burt now and starting to work on a book with him and just starting to do stuff with you, brother. It has opened my eyes that people, they love the rags to riches story, but sometimes they don't want to live it. People want the heaven, they don't want the hell. So I didn't know, man.
Woo! Dude, I think you can jump on anytime, anywhere, with anyone and change people's life. That's what I think.
Well, I think I'm the best kept secret in America.
Come on now.
Dude,
and it ain't bad. And what's funny is those listening, like if you don't think that about yourself, that's a problem. You should, man. And Marlon now does, which is incredible. What are you most excited about Friday and Saturday for this 8% virtual conference? Because you are going to be on the event, dropping it like it's hot and freaking bringing it, bro.
I'm bringing it for sure, but I'm excited just about hearing you've sat down with the legends. When I always heard, Cody, that you are like the 5 friends that are closest to you, and the 5 people around you. That's who you like. Well, when I was homeless, when I moved back into my house, I started listening to Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Tony Robbins. I started listening to all these guys. So you've got some heavy hitters on, and so I'm excited just to hear from not just a Brian Tracy, which I can't wait to hear that. Not just a Les Brown, who's one of my all-time favorites. Not just in the bomb.com. I think the best in the universe, because I heard there's a guy on Mars that speaks, but I think Eric Thomas can beat him too. And so I'm just excited about hearing from everybody, because this is what I love about you, Cody. You have put together something where people can get more. Like my mom always told me, there's givers and takers, and buddy, you're a giver. And so I'm just excited about watching what you put together for free, like a free conference, like 10,000 agents. I'm mad we don't have 100,000 on. Like we can't get 10,000 agents. Listen, I'm giving $101. I'm giving 101. Tell me where to send it. Whoever's doing something, post something.
Come on now. Here we go.
Let's go. Listen, tomorrow's a new day, but today is the day. Today is now. The only time we have is today. And I get fired up. I heard Nate offer. That's why I jumped on. I looked up and Nate offered. I'm like, why is Nate on and I'm not on? And what that man did for my life, he changed my life because he picked up a phone and called me.
That's right.
What if right now someone could pick up a phone and call somebody and it changes their life? Maybe they're not homeless. What if they're making money that costs too much? What if they're at a job that they can't leave, that they hate?
Yep.
What if there's someone out there that you need to pick up the phone and call that has, you know, some medical issues or family or, man, come on, let's pick up the phone.
Yes, I love it, dude. That's what it's all about. Well, here's what we could do. You really want to give away $100?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we have you? See if you can give me like a little table or something. I'm about to drink some soup, by the way.
I haven't eaten either. When you said that, I was like, I haven't eaten either. I thought about leaving, and you said this is influence, people. I was like, well, Landon's on, and someone else. I'm gonna go get something to eat. And you said, I'm not eating. I'm like, dang it, I can't eat because of Cody. Let's go, influence.
Oh, baby.
Let's givers, not takers. We're giving.
That's it. How about someone that actually goes to 8%? How about the person that goes to 8%virtual.com and registers the most amount of people? And then tells them, hey, I registered you for this because you need to hear it.
That's good. $100.
How crazy is that? The person that does that, and they can prove with the list. Okay, so take a picture of the list, send it to Cassidy at Cody Askins. After you do it, manually go register them. Report it back to Cassidy that you did it, and we will choose the person that registered the most people. Thank you, Kelly, by the way, for 8%virtual.com, because that's Marlon's way of giving back. So thank you for continuing to give back. Pretty much every time I see you, man, you just give back.
Well, man, you've got this incredible team. Lauren and the team, you guys just heard from Landon. He gave you a virtual tour, which means I got to come back to the office. But you guys give so much. You guys are, it's almost blast off. Like you guys are down to the last, this is cutting time. I'll just say it that way. This is cutting time. We want to make sure stuff goes, and the staff that you have and what you're putting together is so incredible. How can people not get signed up? Just come. It's free. What are you gonna do? Watch basketball? You can watch a March Madness. Watch kids shoot a basketball, which is great. I'm gonna watch it too, but not during 8% Nation.
That's right. They say, man, make the barrier to entry so low that you do your part to help everyone be successful.
Absolutely.
And you've always done that, man. You know.
Well, man, I want to be where the fire's hot, man. That's why I like sticking around you and just watching you win, watching what you're doing next. I asked you last time. My wife and I were talking. I called because you were somewhere. You're always somewhere. Like I can't believe you're at home. I don't even know why you bought the new home. I'm going to come live in your new home because you're never there. But when I got off the phone with you, my wife said, I said, man, he makes me feel better about myself. How many people do you guys know that when you get off the phone with them, you feel better about yourself? That's Cody Askins. That's 8% Nation. That's what we're trying to do here. You're always lifting, man. You're giving and taking, and brother, you've given so much. I want to give back by speaking. I want to give back by donating $100. I want to do whatever I can to help people realize that they need this. That they need this.
They do. They do, man. How did Marlon Faulkner become Marlon freaking Faulkner?
Well, hold on, let me close my door. We got too much excitement. Everybody's excited.
Rowdy. It's getting rowdy.
Everybody, they got quiet. Well, I became Marlon Faulkner because my mom and dad. I'm just teasing. That's how I originally started. But I became Marlon Faulkner because a Mandate offer picked up the phone and called me and said, "You're worth more than you are.
Yep.
You don't even know how good you are." I became Marlon Faulkner because I got around a company at Symmetry Financial Group and got around a guy like an Edward Pritchett or Brad Matt Smith, the guys that were better than me. See, I was taught the first thing, the biggest thing the most expensive thing you own is your ego. And I got to be around men that didn't have egos. They had what I wanted, and they allowed me the opportunity to come in and follow them and make mistakes and screw it up and fall down and keep going. My buddy Brian Delaney told me this the other day. He said, when my son began to walk, he said, you know why most people fail at life? Because when they fall down, people overreact. He said, when my son was learning how to walk, when he would fall down, we would clap and cheer. I became Marlon Faulkner because every time I fell down, I had men that didn't overreact in my life, but they clapped and cheered. And they said, that's good. You're getting closer. You're getting better.
Ooh, that's good.
Sorry. You get me going, dude.
Dude, we're now going to charge for this. Anybody that's watching for free, please use the credit card into the machine. It's going to go to Marlon, not me. We're going to collect money for Marlon today because of how incredible he is and how much freaking gold he's dropping, man. Chelsea Baker said, "Hey, I work with him."
Did she? Hey, Chelsea, what's going on, sis? 8% Nation. Listen, you when the first time, listen, no, you let me talk. Let me ask a question. You're eating, you eat. Let me ask the question, dang it. I met you and I said, why 8% Nation? And you said, I have a dream to help every insurance agent in America. And you're a kid, man. It wasn't about you. It was about what you could do for other people. That's why 8% Nation. That's why there's a Marlon Faulkner, because there's people like Cody Askins that care more about others than they do themselves. So to answer your question, how did I become Marlon Faulkner? Because I met men that cared more about me than they did themselves. I met a Cody Askins. I met a Coach Michael Burt that cares more about me than he does himself.
Wow. That's good, man. Jeez. I'm fired up. Are you guys fired up, man? Who's ready to run through the wall? Who's going to invite 8,000 people on their own to this virtual conference? because like Marlon's talking like this for free. Can you imagine what he's going to talk about on a virtual conference? This is just impromptu. Imagine when he's prepped and ready.
Fired up, brother. Fired up. I'm just so fired up to be a part of. Listen, I don't like busy people but you know what? Important people like important people. What do I mean by important? I mean that Cody Askins is doing something. Coach Burt is always doing something. Nate Alford's always doing something. We're always, Brad Hannon always doing something. Like, I don't want to just sit around and live life anymore. I gotta go. I only get one life. You don't get any. Coach Michael Burt says this ain't no practice life. You don't get a second life. What are you waiting for? Eric Thomas, my favorite video. He said, "What are you waiting for? Find out what you want and get up and go make sure every day that you're going after that thing." Then why aren't you inviting people to 8% Nation?
Exactly.
Here's why, Cody, because there's two kind of pains in life.
Are you seeing my text, by the way?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you're good. Here's what I know in life that I learned, that there are two types of pain. There's the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. And when I was homeless, most of my life, when I was homeless and most of my life, all I did was focus on the pain of regret. I wish I had done this. Well, I knew such and such before he did this. And I remember when she did that. And I could have been that good. There's only two pains in life: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Listen, the pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. And I didn't want to regret. I was scared when Nate Alford called me and said, "Hey, I want you to join this insurance company." I was scared to death. I wasn't living at home. But I was tired of regretting. I was tired of it. Are you tired of regretting? When I got to Symmetry Financial Group and I started working, the pain of discipline hurt. I wasn't used to having a schedule. I wasn't used to reading books. I wasn't used to waking up early. I wasn't used to meditating. But the pain of discipline weighs that it was so worth it. See, I was always taught, don't ask what it's going to cost, ask what it's worth. I love my wife. We'll go shopping, and when we were broke and we were on food stamps, we'd always look at the price, like, what's it going to cost? We don't do that anymore. So how much is this worth to us? What is this worth? What's it worth you to get 10 people to 8% Nation? What's it worth at the company you're at and what you're doing? What's it worth? Not how much is it going to cost you. Is it going to cost you time? Is it going to cost you energy? Is it going to cost you effort? We're bringing fire. He's got some heavyweights lined up. Listen, it's not about speaking on the stage. I don't care. I don't need to speak. I want to listen. I still have things to learn. I still got room to grow. But I don't want the pain of regret. I'm inviting people to 8% Nation. Why? Because it may change their life. How selfish would I be if I didn't invite someone to something that potentially could change their life like my life was changed? It ain't about me. It's just not. It's not. It's about the lives that we're trying to change, a free event. What if one person's life is worth changing? Because I know I was that one person that Nate Alford. He called a bunch of people, but I answered. He said a bunch of things, but I listened. He told me what to do, and I heard him. it's time to go to the next level. It's time to level up. If you're tired of doing what you've been doing, let's do something new. Let's go new places. Let's dream bigger. Let's have more. Let's do more. Let's be more. I don't know why Cody's letting me talk. I love it. I think this is the first live event I've ever spoken on. I don't think I've ever spoken on a live event before. Cody, I could go. My buddy told me the other day, he said, listen, he said, before you learn to walk, you got to learn to crawl. He said, before you learn to run, you got to learn to walk. Well, this is my buddy, Brian Delaney. He said, but before you learn to fly, before you got to learn how to run. And he said, here's the reality. Most people never take off in life and fly because they got too much baggage. He said, last time I went to the airport, they only let me check 2. And see, Cody, before I became Marlon Faulkner, I had Chicago Airport full of baggage, wondering why I couldn't take off. Why can't I be like Cody Askins? Why can't I be like a Les Brown? I had too much baggage. And it was an event like this that I went to at Symmetry Financial. I went to an event and I got to hear something that changed my life. And I realized I got to start laying down baggage. I can't live the way I used to live. I got to do something different. And man, I started flying. So maybe if where you're at, maybe it's not doing more. Maybe it's letting go of what you haven't let go of. See, we always, on January 1st, we want to do more, be more, have more. But if your cup's full, how do you get more? Maybe you got to pour some stuff out. Maybe at 8% Nation, you're going to hear something that lets you know, hey, it's okay to pour this out. Dude, you got to let me go. You got to get me off of here. I'm about to start preaching.
Come on now. Dude, that's all I got to do, man. I just got to give you the mic and get out of the way.
Man, I love it.
Like when we play basketball together and we're on the same team, you give me the ball and you get out of the way. When we speak, I'm going to just give you the mic and I'm going to get out of the way.
I'm not going to make this public, but Cody Askins and I do have a bet when we play basketball. When I was a football player, when we play basketball, there's a bet. We might have to YouTube live this event because I've got a lot of pride. I started working out. Listen, before I was talking about working out, bro, I'm 60 pounds down. I'm ready for you. And I'm not going to take into consideration that I'm older, that, you know, I'm not going to use that excuse. I'm not going to use excuse I'm a football player. I'm just going to make it happen. Listen, you taught me that. I just got to go to work. And so when we play basketball, I'm going to go to work on you. And I know you're good. But listen,
dude,
I was born for challenges. I was like pizza dough. Every time you turn up the heat, I rise, brother. Let's go. That's a new one. Golly, I got to write that down. I just thought of that.
I played Sunday night, and the longer we played, the better I got. I mean, there was five really good guys on the other team, and I had some scrubs, and we won every game. We won like 7 games in a row. I played for 3 hours on Sunday night.
Like Eric Thomas said, you got that dog in you, buddy.
Go on there.
I love the challenge. Listen, if you score on me once, you might not listen. You scored once, but you may not score again. And if you score again, listen, I'm built to wake up and get up.
That's it.
Most people are built to fall down. I'm built to fall down and get up. That's what Les Brown says. He said, if you can fall on your back, that's good. Because if you can look up, you can get up. Don't get me started on my guys.
Come on now. Who are you most excited to listen to this weekend?
I listen to Eric Thomas every day.
Yeah.
I listen to Les Brown 3 or 4 times a week. I really am interested. I've never heard Brian Tracy. I've read his books. I've never heard from him. And some of the stuff he said was fire. So I'm excited to listen to that. One of the greats in the industry.
Oh, it's freaking ridiculous. Yeah.
The knowledge that he has. I'm just, you know what, Cody, I'm not going to pick. I'm just excited. Number one, I'm excited for you and what you're doing. In a world where COVID is taking people out of the game, you rose up like dope. You got to keep rising up. You're doing a free event.
That's it.
I'm just excited. I'm just excited. Can't you tell I'm excited? I'm excited, baby. Woo!
I could tell you're excited, dude. The key I'm noticing, man, is to helping people. Mm-hmm. Go give Brian Tracy a bunch of money and then give it away for free.
That's
everybody's like, dude, why the heck are you not charging for this? You could bring in, 10,000 people at $100, and bring in $100,000, $1 million maybe. I'm like, well, I don't know. that's just it's not what this one's about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
will you please tell the story about when you were going to work? That's my favorite story. It's the best. You guys listen. This is the best story. I tell this story, and then at the end I say, by the way, it was Cody Askins, not me. But I tell the story. Will you please tell the story? It's my favorite story.
You're a better storyteller than me, but I'll do my best. Okay?
Yes, please do. Please do.
When I was 16 years old, I was working at a little grocery store called Apple Market in Rogersville, Missouri. And I was supposed to go to work on a Saturday from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I was part-time. I was 16 years old. I was like, I was getting carts out of the parking lot. I was filling the shelves. I was mopping the floor. Like I did all that. And, you know, putting the boxes in the box breaker downer in the back, whatever it was called. It probably wasn't called that. And it was a Saturday. It was about 3 o'clock. Supposed to go to work in an hour. And I was throwing up. Didn't feel well, tummy ache, and actually puking. And I go to my dad and I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling real well. I'm not going to go to work today. And he looked at me and said, and I still hear this today every time I don't want to do something. He said, you do whatever you want to do, but you know what I would do. And so I went to work because I've never seen him miss a day of work. Okay. He's been very healthy. He's been very fortunate. But I've never seen him miss a day of work in 31 years.
Here's why I love that story. I'm trying not to get emotional, man, because I didn't have a dad to tell me that. Like I think about who could I have been if I had a man in my life that I looked up to that spoke to me like that. Yeah. That's how I felt for most of my life. But you know how I feel now? That's the story I told my sons. See, sometimes if you don't get what you want out of life, you have to become what you want out of life.
That's right.
See, I never had someone tell me that. If I didn't want to go to work, I just didn't go. And I lived most of my life on food stamps, not able to take care of my wife and 4 kids. But now that I know, now that I've heard the story, you do what you want to do, but you know what I do.
That's it.
Brother, come on, dude. That might be my first
his competitiveness came out in that statement, didn't he? I mean,
it came out. It came out. You do what you want to do, but you know what I do.
Well, dude, I'm gonna jump to my buddy Ali in a second. What's got you so for those that maybe somebody's on the fence about registering themselves, registering their entire company, their entire, everybody they know, they've ever known. Why should they do so and show up Friday and Saturday?
What if the life that you're living is not the life you're supposed to be living? What if all the dreams that you've ever dreamed are minute compared to the dreams that you're supposed to be living? What if the charities you're supposed to be able to give to? What if your kids are supposed to have more? What if you're supposed to do more? What if you're supposed to be more? What if you find that at 8% Nation? Or go on living life just the way you have. I don't know what you do, but I know what I do.
Come on now.
You do what you want to do. You know what I'm going to do.
Boom. I'm excited to hear you drop it like it's hot on this weekend, man. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for coming in and spending a few minutes with us. You're an unbelievable dude, and everybody needs to get to know Mr. Marlon Faulkner.
I appreciate you. I love you and your wife. I love what you're building. I love that I learned that it's not just about me. It's about so many more. And we've heard it said a million times, but nobody does it, but you did, Mr. Askins. If you want to get what you want out of life, help enough people get what they want out of life. I mean, you're a living example of that. And I'll forever stay hitched to your wagon, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. See you guys at 8% Nation. Let's go. Let's go.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Mark. Okay. Make sure you guys go to 8percentvirtual.com to register to get a part of this thing, to get leveled up. If you don't quit, you can't fail. The dude I'm about to bring up, man, Mr. Ali Salah, he never gives up, man. Like I don't know where he got that from. Why that's the case, dude? When did you?
What's up, brother?
When did you get so good at never quitting, man, and never failing and never giving up?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that happened when I was a kid. I think it was when I was a kid, just being told a lot that some things you can't do this, you can't do that. Then you learn that you actually can do the things that people tell you can't do. And that's kind of how it starts. Well, hey, but I just wanted to get on for a few minutes. I don't want to waste anybody's time. If I could share some good content and help you out, I'd love to do that. I just want to say congratulations, and I'm fired up. I know this last week was a great weekend for the Brock team, and I know you were out there as well, and you guys were just crushing it, so congratulations to everybody with that. And obviously this weekend is just huge. Man, every time I get on I get on Facebook, and I look, oh, there's another guest. Really, and you're not just bringing anybody on. I mean, and again, I'm not taking anything away from any of the great talent that was there this past week, but I'm talking when you're talking about guys like Les Brown, and then you're talking, Brian Tracy, and then you got ET coming to your event. I mean, dude, that's just good. When you surround yourself around the right people, it's funny what happens to you. So, man, congratulations,
dude. Thank you, buddy. I'm enjoying getting to know you over the last couple of years. You could easily be on stage and speaking, and technically you should have been. Okay.
I love you, dude.
It's too late, but it's my fault for not getting someone as incredible as you on it, because you're unbelievable, man. What your podcast, Strong Life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Doesn't want to live a strong life,
buddy. You got to want to live a strong life. You got to have purpose. You got to have desire, no matter what the case or circumstance. And that's what I want to just share with everybody. I've been to a tremendous amount of conferences, training seminars, and this type of stuff. And what you'll get on Saturday, man, I just tell for anyone that's in the insurance industry, man, if you got people in real estate, if you got people in car sales, whoever you got, have them come over, have a good time with them, and put this thing on, and just sit together and have a good time, because the content is about insurance. And it's about everything else. That's why I believe the last speaker you had on was talking about all this stuff is about self-awareness and getting better, and building yourself up. That's what it's about. This trading, and I want to be clear, I love what you're doing for the insurance space, Cody, and I love this event. But also, all this great stuff you're doing, can just transcend and help so many people.
That's right. That's what it's all about, man. Thank you. I need to introduce you to Marlon to have him on your podcast, because he's
absolutely super high energy guy. Energy guy.
He gets fired up.
Oh yeah, and a man, you could all you have to do is listen to a man for a few minutes. You can really understand and believe or not believe whether or not they're grateful or not. And that guy has a lot of gratitude for the struggles that he's had and where he's at today. It's awesome just to listen to him. Yep,
That's a good insight, man. That's a great insight.
I appreciate that. But yeah, just you could feel that from him, and some of the things that he recognizes in you that he did not have as a void, and he can appreciate in you, and he's probably appreciated in others to get his butt where he's at today.
That's right.
In an incredible space. I mean, that with all respect, of course.
Yes. You have about the most positive energy of anyone I've ever been around.
Well, I appreciate it. I try to. I continue to grow to try to, that's for sure.
Where did that come from?
It's funny that you say that. I think, I will tell you what's funny in the last 17, 18 months, Cody. So we did one of our first 10 podcasts I did with a priest of ours at our church, Monsignor Gallus. During the episode, Butch came on the show and asked him if Ali was to die and was to ever be canonized as saint, what do you think kind of saint Ali would be? And I just love this priest, right? I mean, he's my favorite of all time. And he goes, well, I'll tell you, if Ali was to become a saint, he'll probably be the saint of encouragers.
That's awesome.
And I was like, you know what? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll take that. So it's just, hey, why are you so positive? I'm really trying to be an encourager, And, but I believe in that much. I believe ever since I got into sales, understanding positivity and, always looking and thinking and communicating in a manner to do so, man, it just radically shifts everything in the way you think. I'll share something funny with you, Cody, that just happened. It's the way you even ask a question. Like, I'll give an example. You got a friend, and your friend has a bad ankle, but your friend's going to go play ball today. You could ask the question, hey, man, how did Joe do today? Did he fall down with his ankle being bad? Hey, how did Joe do today? Did he get hurt today? You could ask those things. Or you could ask this, hey, Cody, how well did Joe do today?
Yeah.
What I asked how well he did today. Now, what you might come back and say, man, let me tell you something, man. Our boy Joe crushed it. Ali, I also got to add, though, he did slip, man, got hurt a little bit, but, man, he fought through it, though. That's a positive way to talk about it. Or you could say, hey, dude, how did Joe do with that ankle? Did he fall down? And I'm just telling you something that simple. You ask enough negative questions in your day, and you will understand why you are a byproduct of negativity. You know,
God, so good.
Yeah, well, it's everything you say, any problem you have, however you're going to resolve it. You know, I called one of our carriers today. We're having a problem. We haven't got any feedback on a policy we sent about 3.5 weeks ago, and it involves one of our clients. You know, dollars for our clients, money for them. So, no need to share any of that stuff on here. I wouldn't want to do that anyway. Out of no disrespect. Problems happen. Things happen, right?
Totally.
So as I'm on so they call me back, right? And when they call, they say hello, and I said hello. And they said, hi, we're looking for Ali. I said, this is Ali. How are you doing today? Great. Hey, Ali, this is so-and-so from company so-and-so. I said, man, I'm so glad you called me. How are you guys doing this awesome day? Good. And they're like, they don't even know how to act because I'm calling about a problem. They know the return of my call, and I'm still calling it an awesome day, right? And that's what's funny about it. You'll take people off guard just being happy.
Yes.
You know, it's just and I would say, buddy, that is the number one. Everything you train, everything we talk about, all these great motivational speakers, right? I mean, your last guest again was talking about E.T. I love me some E.T., you know? Yeah. E.T.'s video, you got to understand, I'm a Michigan guy. He's a Michigan State guy, by the way. So he's a Spartan, I'm a Wolverine. Okay, let's just remember that. But he's a Detroit guy, so I love it. He's a Detroit guy, so I love me some E.T. But when he talks about needing to breathe and putting yourself in the position where you'll work hard enough to breathe, it's just so funny. People just don't get it. I mean, when he says that, hey, you ever see somebody that is losing their breath and the way they act? They act in a manner, Cody, where they don't care what anybody thinks about it. When people start losing their breath and they just start they don't care how they look. If people would work more and think less on how they look, meaning what people think about them trying to overcome some fears or anxieties they have, man, the world would be a radically different place. But hence, only 8% of those people are willing to do it, the 8% nation.
That's right. That's right. For those that are watching, man, you've heard some amazing words from my buddy Ollie just a few minutes that he's been on. And one thing I've noticed too is as you guys are watching from YouTube, Facebook, wherever, we got about 60 on right now, is if you watch this, man, there's every speaker we've had on here, they didn't get on and complain about their day.
Nope.
They didn't get on and talk about their struggles. They didn't get on and talk about their problems. They didn't get on and talk about whatever, right? They got on and talked about positive stuff, focused on helping people, having an attitude of gratitude like you talked about. And really just showing up and showing out instead of showing up and crying, you know? Yep. So I freaking love that. You embody that. I bet your whole team, well, dude, when I came and spoke at your company, your whole office radiated that because of the leadership that is available there.
Yes, sir. I'm grateful for you saying that, man. We work on it. And you know what? It's never perfect. And we get some naysayers in the group. And you know what happens? Here's what's beautiful about negative people when you have a positive environment. They can't infiltrate. They'll come in, they'll try, they might stick the course a little bit, but they will go away because they will be squeezed out is what will happen.
That's it.
You get to pick who your audience is. You get to pick who your culture is going to be. You get to pick whether or not you spend any time on Saturday watching any speaker or not. Okay? But I will promise this. I will promise that if you listen to any speaker, and I'm talking about, you know, I just love the way you have all these listed here. You've got yourself up there, and then of course, look at that. You got Lauren Askins speaking at the event. I love it, right? So if we talk to her, if we listen to Lauren, or we listen to Landon, or we go to Jeff, or we go to Roger Shore, or we listen to Mr. Ryan Pulmeni, right? I don't care who you have on. If you just take one of those individuals that's training on Saturday and just listen to them, I promise, take 2 or 3 practices of what they said and just implement them daily. I don't care what else happens in life. Your life will be better in 90 days, I promise. That's a fact, right? All you have to do is take three pieces of nuggets, man, from any speaker, implement them into your life, and watch how your life changes in 90 days because it just has to happen that way.
Right, dude. And you notice too, this dude he speaks with certainty. He speaks with confidence. He speaks with an aggression about it. And people that fail typically lack personal confidence.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that we don't on occasion have these random thoughts in our head like, I don't know if I can do it. When deep down we know we can, but it still creeps in. You know?
For sure.
But it doesn't seem to creep in for you. I don't know if it ever does.
But I guess we just have to keep. We've had a few agents recently just leave our organization, and they're going to go independent. They're going to work by themselves. Great, high five them. Go be you. I can't be mad at anybody. I got to keep working. And you know what? We'll cross paths again. The last thing I want is to ever cross paths with somebody, and I end up being the one that was crappy somewhere down the road. I don't want that. Not that any of them have. I never want to be that guy.
No, that's right. You don't, man.
And, it's funny. You also don't need to be mad at people. You know what I mean? As a simple example, Cody, look, I love you're dominating the space. You're doing a lot of great things, right? There's a lot of naysayers that could say why Cody's just a waste of time or this, that, or the other. And you know what? I'll tell you, they're all right because they could think whatever they want, and they're always right about themselves, about other people. They could always be right. But as they're right, they could continue to watch you build history.
That's it. Come on.
And they get to be a part of it because they get to say, man, I watched all that. Versus being a part of all of it, they got to watch it all. Some people are going to be good at watching content, and some are going to be good at helping create, build it, and continue to watch content. Because the only way good content creators are good content creators is because they've consumed a ton of content.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Man, dude, I think you could do an entire day on just freaking attitude, man.
Well. We I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could get 4 or 5 of us together and talk about attitude. I'm sure we could.
You notice, you guys watching, man, you want to do something special in the space. You want to help a lot of people. You got to have this type of attitude. You got to show up and say, okay, how am I going to help someone today? That's why I love what you're doing on the podcast, and why so everybody's got to go make sure that they're a part of that, because it's something special that you're getting on guests that are doing something big, that are positive, that want to help other people. And then you're just continuing to share, and you're getting some unbelievable guests, man, by the way. It's really cool.
Well, we're working on it. Well, we've had you on. Enough said. That's all I got to say.
There you go. Thanks, buddy. I think I've been on like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
right?
no, you have. And actually, I know Tony and I were talking, so we're going to have, it's crazy. So our 1-year anniversary is in April for him and I doing our weekly show. That's awesome. We're going to try to set up that event, that show at this style format. Well, maybe we'll campaign to have you jump on for a few minutes as well, and that kind of fun for our 1-year anniversary. And you were one of our, initial guests when we started launching it, when COVID, first hit, and people were being, when I say suppressed, required to stay home, and all that kind of craziness was happening,
right.
Which we're still dealing with in certain parts of the country, but God willing, it's continuing to just we're letting things go a little bit. So
that's right. Yeah, you noticed when I got on the podcast early COVID, I was very, very scared, negative, worried. My business was going to fall apart. I was never going to make it. No, I was never going to financially recover, as the guy on Tiger King says. And I came on and whined a lot about COVID because I was worried about me being successful. I was probably I'm sure I jumped on your podcast. I was probably incredibly negative and whiny. I'm guessing. I don't know.
No, I don't think you were at all. I think it was great. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I just had another call come in. So, no, but I don't think it was that at all. But you know what I'll tell you? I think it was just natural, concern. Concern about the unknown.
That's right.
And it's interesting because I think everyone's navigated this journey kind of in their own way, whatever they think is right. And I think it's the same thing we do in our business. You're just going to navigate things. So through this whole journey, I've never been the mask wearer. I didn't say I'm an anti-mask wearer, which everyone always thinks either you are or you're not. No, that's not what I said. If I go somewhere and they require masks, Ollie will wear a mask. You will not see a video of me rebelling you for that. But when I sit down in my space and I'm by myself, I like to take my mask off because I like this thing that I like to do, which is breathe. And that's me. That's how I am. But if I'm near you and you're like, whoa, dude, you need to wear a mask if you're near me. Okay. If you're that important to me to be near, I might put my mask on. If you're not that important for me to be near you, I may not just put my mask on and I'll just walk the other way.
That's right.
But that's the way I navigated through it. And that only happened because I have faith in God. And I said, you know what, God, I'm on your team. I'm not going to be irresponsible. I'm not going to say, oh, there's the coronavirus and go run into it. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to run out of on top of a building head first, right? I'm not running to the disease here, but I'm going to be aware. But I feel that's how we do our business. That's how I believe I've always lived my life. And I think it's because it comes with faith. And then after faith, go do hard work and use your brain.
That's right.
Use the brain that God gave you and do something. And if you continue to live a state where you're always comfortable, well, then guess what? You'll always be comfortable. Woo! That's a life to live. I want to live uncomfortable where I will continue to grow and challenge myself because God only built me to be the best version of myself. And when I'm done, he'll let me know because I'm going to the kingdom. So till then, let's get our butts to work.
That's it, baby. Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
I love it. And you said, and do something.
Yes.
For those that are jumping on this weekend, if they haven't registered yet, why do you believe they should?
Yeah. So I want to make very, very clear. Everyone that's watching this here today, anyone that's even taken a few minutes out, you have your own agendas. Your agendas aren't Cody's. They're not. You had Brandon on earlier, I think. Look, none of these guys fulfill your agendas. I'm telling you, watch one speaker, watch 10 speakers. Each one of the speakers will engage you in something that will help you. It'll help you personally, which will transfer professionally, or they might be giving you just sound professional advice that you will then learn how to incorporate into your personal life, and then you'll watch it like compound interest. It'll compoundly grow. I just said compoundly, if that's even a word, but it's going to compoundly grow is what happens because you make enough right decisions and compound interest happens. Hence, you sell annuities, and they're obviously protected for our clients, and they're guaranteed victories for our clients. If we're in the insurance space, got to throw a plug out for annuities, especially now because people are panicking about the market. Okay, we're not all going to be millionaires from GameStop. We're going to have to do something with the insurance industry. But this conference this virtual conference you're having on Saturday is really just food. It's just good roadmap. It's driving a car today without GPS. It's like impossible, right? Nobody drives a car anymore without GPS, right? Even your phone has it. Well, don't live a life without a roadmap. I believe the speakers here can help you with that on Saturday. Don't build your business without a GPS system that's updated. Stop using the one from 4 years ago. It's been updated. It's been rebooted. There's version 4.0 now. Go get you some. That's coming out on Saturday. That's what I'll do about Saturday.
I'm glad this is recorded because that may have been the best ad I've seen.
Well, there you go, baby. Just just make sure our logo or something somewhere there when you use it. Just give me something. That's all. That's all I want. A little something.
Whatever you want, I'm in, man. Anytime.
So
good stuff. Thank you for spending some time with me. You
absolutely.
People need to check out you and what you're doing. I love spending time with you. You're infectious. You're contagious.
Yes, sir.
You rub off on me in an amazing, positive way. So thank you.
Well, I appreciate you. I'm grateful to know you. I'm grateful to work with you and spend time with you. And I also want to put a plug in for Landon because we also purchase leads from you guys. So I just want to say on that side too, if you guys are looking for lead sources, et cetera, and so forth, as you continue to build your business and you look for them, I know these guys can make that happen for you too. So I'm grateful for that. And if you're looking for an opportunity in the insurance industry, as always, Strong Family Financial, 918-392-2445 or strongfamilyfinancial.com. Check us out. We'd love to have you. And check out our YouTube channel, Strong Life with the Y, because if you have purpose and desire and goals, you must have purpose and not an I in your life. Have a great one, Cody. Let's kick some butt this Saturday, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
bud. Later, bud. Bye.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Give it up. Give it up. Come on now. The dude always brings the heat. Okay. Christine says, hey, I'm about to hire some help, so this couldn't come at a better time. Yes. Okay. Christine, you want to go from 6 figures to 7 figures. All right. I'm telling you, email me, Cody@CodyAskins.com. That's what I do. Okay. I'm not only training teams to help them get from no figures to 6 figures. Okay, from 5 figures or 4 figures, I guess, to 6 figures. But then also the individuals that are making 6 figures, man, I'm helping them and their companies and their small teams, etc., duplicate themselves so they can replicate it in others so that they can start to scale a real company and a business and get from 6 to 7. So that's what we do, man. We help 6-figure earners get to 7, right? So make sure that you guys register for 8% virtual March 5th and 6th. That is literally in a couple of days. Okay. Email me, Christine, Cody@CodyAskins.com. I want to find a way for us to work together and for me to help you get to 7 figures, because I'm telling you, I've got a client this morning. Literally, he's making several six figures, multiple six figures. Doing very well, by the way, right? Pre-me, he's doing very well. Okay. And he said, I'm going to kiss you next time I see you. He said, well, figuratively anyway. He said, because I've already made, he gave me $30,000. He said, I've already made the money back already that I gave you. And it's been 2 months, 60 days. He said, because you've given me ideas that I would have never thought of. And that's how you change the game. That's why you register 8%virtual.com. And that's why you get around big time people and do some special stuff. Okay. I want to urge you and challenge you and encourage and inspire you to go not only register, but help others register for this as well. Okay. This is my gift to you in 2020, last year, and 2021, whether you can make it to the event or not, right? I'm still going to help you. Most people would say, if you don't come to my event, I don't like you. Well, dude, I'm still going to love you, and I'm going to keep showing up in your life, and I'm going to keep delivering, and I'm going to keep doing everything I can to make you better, because I believe you help enough people get what they want, and you will get whatever you want. All right. So I'm going to help you continue to get what you want. And then one day, hey, maybe Cody will get a little small piece for his niece, you know, a sliver for his liver, as Bradley says. And maybe I'll get some of what I want, you know. So that's what I'm doing. That's what we're all about. For those just joining, we got Les Brown and Brian Tracy and Tom Hegna and a ton of other industry speakers that are going to be live with you Friday and Saturday of this week. Please register your whole company, 8%virtual.com. Please register your whole team. You want us to register your team for you, send us the list. Okay, Cassidy@CodyAskins.com to make sure you get registered. All right. So thank you. Thank all the speakers. Go follow them. I've loved having them on and up and everything else. I just noticed there's a private chat feature that has a bunch of chats that I didn't even see. Okay. So all I know is I am excited for 8% Virtual. I'm encouraged for 8% Virtual, and I am honored that each one of you chose to spend time with us today. Okay, so let's can't stop, won't stop. Okay, if you don't quit, you can't fail. Jacob, first year agent, very thankful for your free content. Thank you, sir. We're going to keep bringing it. All right, the 8% Nation virtual conference is free on Friday and Saturday. Make sure you get registered, and look forward to seeing all of you there. Dylan, let's end it there before I go another 14 hours, because we're at 3 hours. I love you all. Have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. Let's rock and roll, and go get registered at 8%virtual.com. See you Friday.